All right, what's popping, people? What's going on? What's going on? Let's make sure this shit is doing what it's supposed to do. Starting a little crazy. All right, what's popping, people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So today, I'm gonna be talking about the truth about how women choose men. Okay, because a lot of times you hear, people talking about women do the choosing, right? But a lot of guys got to understand how to get chosen. What up, people? What up? Palos, Quaba, Stefan, Sheldon, what's good? Frank, Chris, what's going on? So before we get into that, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook or the hard copy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to have the link in the description, or you can just go straight to mrlocario.com. Savage D, what's going on? Mega Giants, what's up? What's the deal? And the calling number is 646-481. Hold on, 646-481-3901. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about choosing today. Talking about choosing. So, a lot of guys think that, they have to be the best looking guy for a woman to choose them. They think they have to have the most money. All that same shit y'all been saying and hearing and all that other craziness, right? But what you got to understand about choosing is this, is that any particular woman is going to choose the best option she has. You understand? So you as a man, you got to make sure that you're on top of your shits. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, Locario, what up, bro?
What's going on? Who's this?
This is G, man, from Brooklyn, man.
What's going on?
Chilling. I see you just started the show. I'm like, let me call because I got to get to work soon.
I feel you. So what's poppin' with you?
Chilling, yo. Oh, man. Yo, Locario, man, I need your insight on something, bro.
Okay, what's up? What's good?
Alright, but I already, so there's this chick I was dating, right, Locario?
Mm-hmm.
She's real bad chick.
Right.
Anyway, I met her, right, Locario, I met her, and she was telling me some story about how, she's 27 years old, right? And she told me how she only been with one dude in her whole life sexually. And, she been with the dude for 5 years. She lost her virginity when she was 22 years old. So initially, I'm like, you're a black chick, you're hot, you live in, well, it doesn't matter if she's black.
Right.
But, you're a chick, you're hot, and you live in Brooklyn or wherever, and you only had sex with one guy.
Right.
And, I didn't believe her. But then she was like, yo, I know you're not going to believe me, but blah, blah, blah. So, over time, I started to give her, the little benefit of the doubt.
Right.
So anyway, Locario, I took her out on a date. We went on a date. After the date, we made out and whatever. She's comfortable getting physical with me.
Right.
But it's just that our schedules don't line up because I have a job, so I have to work 4 to 12 every day. I'm about to leave for work any minute now, but my job is close to my house, so it's cool.
Right.
So I work from 4 to 12 every day, and she works from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., so our schedules don't match up.
Right.
The only day where I'm 100% free to hang out with her is Sunday, because she's off from her job Sunday, and so am I.
Right.
Then she's also off on Fridays too, and some Fridays I'm off too, because my job, my days off day. As each week go by, they vary. You know what I'm saying?
So what's up with Sunday though? What's up with Sunday? I said, so what's up with Sunday?
Exactly. That's the day we go out. So the first time we went out to Locario, it was cool. Like I said, we made out.
Right.
Everything was cool. So I tried to hook up with her the second time for a Sunday, and she said, "Oh, she has something to do on that Sunday." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I fell back, and then she hit me up. So I made another, date with her. We went out again. You know what I'm saying? We went to, David Buster's, had some fun and whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was cool, Locario. Like I said, the end of the day, she's kissing me. As I'm driving her home, she's rubbing her hand on my head. You know what I'm saying? We're making out. Everything's cool, right?
Right.
So at the end of that date, right? You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool, but then I think she suddenly stopped texting me as much. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get alarmed by that because I'm dating other chicks anyway. But out of the chicks I was dating, you know what I'm saying? She was my favorite one that I had.
Right.
But I wasn't sweating her. I wasn't blowing up her phone, nothing like that, because she know I have. I also have another job that I do on the side. So
Damn,
I work a lot and I made that obvious to her,
right?
Because I wanted to. Not that I wanted to show her that I'm busy, but I am busy. You understand?
And wait, hold on. So wait, hold on. So do you got your own place?
Yes.
All right. So did you y'all didn't smash nothing yet, right?
No, we didn't smash the car.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute.
Right.
I'm not gonna make this real long. I'm gonna get to that.
Right.
So anyway, Locario. So I'm talking to her, right? So so I tell her, I'm like, yo, because I haven't heard from her for probably 5 days, and I'm like, yo, what's up? What up? But I didn't want to make it too obvious, yo, you haven't hit me up in a while. I just do a little joke out there, damn, yo, I forgot what I said. And she was like, oh, I don't want to text you like that because you be working a lot. I don't want to bother you. And I was like, yo, you know what? You're not bothering me. If you're thinking about me, shoot me a text or whatever. So I mentioned that to her one time.
Right.
So then, Locario, I try to make a date with her again on Sunday. On another Sunday, she tells me, she says to me, I'm gonna let you know by this day because I'm doing this. And I was like, nah, hold up. I'm like, nah, if that day doesn't work for you, we'll just do it another day because I'm not gonna be some,
exactly.
Some standby nigga. I don't do that. So that week passed, Locario. Plus, like I said, our schedules don't really match up. You understand? So now, Locario, I try to hang out with her again and whatnot, and she gives me another excuse. Oh my God. This. I'm like, all right, yo, you know what? Whatever. When you free, get back to me. I didn't hear from the girl for a couple of days, and I didn't contact her, Locario.
Right.
So she finally contacts me, right, Locario? We talking and whatnot, and the fucking Tupac movie that fucking came out.
Right.
I wanted to go see that. I mentioned it, and then she was like, okay, let's go see it, blah, 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 whatever. So like I said, Locario, she's off. She's off on a Friday, and that particular Friday, I happened to be off that day too. So we went to Locario. So we went to the movies. Everything was nice. After the movie, making out. You know what I'm saying? She's all over me, blah, 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 right? So I try to tell her, I don't want the night to end, blah, blah. So I try to get her in the crib. She's like, no, I gotta go home, and blah, blah,
See,
blah.
This is the thing. Hold on, wait.
So I'm like,
wait, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. And so what is the status now, though? What is it like? So y'all went to see the Tupac movie.
Now, Locario, status now. The next day after that movie date, I went on a trip, right? I went on a vacation. I told her that. So in the morning, she texted me, hey, have a safe flight, kissing emojis and all that. I'm like, all right. So I came back from that vacation, right, Locario? I came back, I hit her up, and then 4th of July weekend, that was almost 2 weeks ago, so 4th of July, I hit her up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing on, 4th of July? She said she's not doing nothing. I said, no, I'm not doing anything. This was actually the actual day of 4th of July. I hit up. She said she's not doing nothing, right? So I told her, I'm like, well, I'm going to be hanging out at this barbecue, but after I go to that barbecue, I'm thinking about checking out, the fireworks by the promenade. Do you want to come with me?
Right.
So she gives me a text message, it's like a fucking hesitation. So I'm like, yo, do you want to come or not? You understand? So she says I'm a pass. That's what she said to me.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well.
But see, wait, hold on. Let me stop you there. Because the guy, and this is the reason why I'm keeping it going, because I wanted to show you a specific point You feel what I'm saying? Because even the guys in the chat room are saying it. And I don't think you notice it, right? You have a hard time getting to the point. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm getting to the point now, but you cut me off.
No. This is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, yo, Locario, I listen to your show, man.
Right.
These dudes be calling you, telling you novels and life stories.
No, but this is what. This is what I'm trying to tell you, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though. What I'm saying is that. Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm just saying this is because this is what you got to understand. The way that people are, in general, right, goes all across the board. You feel what I'm saying? So. You're not getting to the point here also will translate when you're dealing with the girls. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You see what I'm saying? So as you're telling me this, I'm like, okay, I'm trying. Yes, I see you're very detailed, but this is what I'm trying to say. And this goes for anybody. It's not just for you. When you're dealing with women, right? You have to make things move as quickly as possible. You see what I'm saying? Now, in your dilemma, you got a situation where you working a lot, she working, whatever. You understand? The time, and that even makes it more, a thing that's even more complicated. So the thing is that when you talk to her or you hit her up, right? You basically have to let her know what you're trying to do. Like, you shouldn't be going on all these dates. If you're trying to hit it, that should have been your objective every time you talk to her, every time you see her. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, Locario, I understand what you're saying, but listen, I only went out with her 3 times. On the end of that 3rd time, I tried to get her to my house, and she said she was hesitating.
Right, but this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying, though. Why not do it on the first time?
Well, okay, exactly. Well, then you're right. Why not do it on the first time?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what? Yeah, Locario, what you said made perfect sense. Why not do it on the first time? You know what? The next woman that I happen to meet, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get her on the first time.
Right.
But like I said, on that 3rd try, I made it very freaking clear. The girl was making out with me. She was all over me. I took her hand. I put it on my freaking cock. She knew how hard I was. I was like, yo, let's go see. And she was like, and she was with the shit too.
Right.
But now, like I said, when I asked her to do something, because after I was gonna do that, I was gonna take her to my fucking crib. And then she said, oh, whatever, I'm a pass. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, whatever. Have a nice day, basically. So I left it at that.
Right.
And that was 10 days ago, and I haven't heard from her since, and I haven't hollered at her since.
Right, and the thing...
I haven't reached out to her since, and she hasn't reached out to me since.
And the thing I got to tell you, too...
And
the thing I got to tell you, too, and what you got to understand, too, is that you have to make sure that, when you... Like, because, see, the longer it takes for you to close the deal, the harder it's going to be to close the deal. You understand what I'm saying?
I already know that.
So that's what I'm saying. So every time, see, this is the thing. You don't necessarily have to smash a chick on the first date, right? So I want to get this clear. You don't necessarily have to smash on the first date, but what you have to do in each situation that you're dealing with her is supposed to be going in that direction. You understand? So the thing is, you could try to smash on the first date. Doesn't mean you're going to, but it should be something you're doing. Like that should be the objective while you're interacting with her. So you're on a date, you're chilling with her, you're seeing the vibe, you're creating that sexual tension. This should be always something where you're trying to get her to smash. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is,
that's perfectly understood.
Right, because this is what you got to understand. The thing is, when she gets back at you for the second date or whatever, right? She has to have in her mind that sex most likely is going to go down. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that if she comes on a second date and she knows on the first date you was trying to smash, more likely you're going to smash on the second date. You see what I'm saying? Every time that you keep sort of like just going on dates and hanging out and doing all this other stuff, what it does is it gives her attention. You got to understand, for a woman, it ain't nothing for a woman to get dick. You understand? And women love dick too. They love to have sex, right? But the thing is that they still love attention. So they'll take the attention while somebody else is giving them dick. So she probably got another guy that's giving her dick. You understand what I'm saying? But you're giving her all this attention. You see what I mean? So the thing is that you have to, at every point of the interaction, be taking it to the direction of hitting it. Like, you should already had a game plan. So it's like, look, first date we go get some drinks. The bar is like 4 blocks from my house, and you try to get her back to the crib. If that don't work that day, you go on the second date. You do the same type of shit. Okay, we're gonna go get a drink somewhere else or whatever. The bar is 5-6 blocks from my crib. We try to get to the crib. We make that happen. So every time it needs to be that way. Because you said you called her for the third date, went to the movies. You understand what I'm saying? There should have been no movies. In fact, you should have just said, yo, come through to the crib. But go ahead, what you gonna say?
Locario. I understand what you're saying 100%. Like 1,000%.
Right.
I get what you're saying. But I'm going to say this. Like I said, at the end of that third date, regardless if we went to the movies or not, like we were like making out real heavy in my car. You know what I'm saying? I took her hand and I put it on my private area so she could see how.
And this was which date? This was.
And I said, why does the night have to end? Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
And which date was this though? Which date was this that this happened? Which date was this that this happened?
That was at the end of the third one.
The end of the third one. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the longer it takes. Now I'm not saying you can't fuck a girl on the third date, but what I'm saying is that all that time from before, it was still the sexual tension wasn't being built. You see what I'm saying? So now as
Tario,
you
okay, look, Tario, listen. Question, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this question.
Go ahead.
How was the sexual tension not being built when we went out once, we went out twice? From the first time we went out, we've been physical. It wasn't no friendly vibe. Yo, Locario, every time, listen, right, from the second date on, when I'm around her, I go up behind her, when I make out with her, I feel on her ass. It was no friendly type of vibe. It was nothing like that.
Right, but you said from the second date on. What about, that's what I'm saying?
No, I said, Locario, I kissed her on the first date. The first time we went out, we made out. I was making out with her.
And so why didn't
there was no hug and no kiss on the cheek, nothing
why didn't you take her back to your spot that night? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, listen. I didn't attempt to take her back to my spot at that night, but I have a hypothetical question for you.
Right.
What if I would have tried to take her back that first night and you would have said no? Because you're not always going to get it the first time.
Right. And that's my point. Hold on. Right, that's my point. My point is that if you tried to take her home the first night, you see what I'm saying? Even if she said no, right? But then she agreed to go on a second date with you, right? Then what happens is that she's going on the second date with the idea or the information that you are going to try to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? So her coming on the second date, right, is her sort of not necessarily 100% agreeing to fucking you on the second date, but she has an idea that's what's going to happen. Do you see what I mean? So this is what I'm saying from the jump. You have to, because this is the thing with chicks, you can't give them no room to play around. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you have to be, all right, look at it like this. Do you know a person who, let's say you know a person who every time you come around them, they asking you for money. You feel what I'm saying? So now, either you're going to do one or two things. You're going to chill with them and give them some money, or you're going to stop fucking with them. Because that's all they're about is the money. You see what I'm saying? So when you first start dealing with a chick, you have to be able to implement that type of energy like, yo, I'm trying to fuck. It's not necessarily saying that's all you want to do at the end of the day, but that has to be a big part of it. So when she comes back, she's coming back prepared with that type of energy towards you. You see what I'm saying? So every time, so when you went out, even though y'all was making out, then you went on the second day, y'all was making out, doing all this other stuff, the fact that it wasn't escalating to sex made her not really want to do the sex. And on top of that, you got to understand, you doing that might make her think that you're trying to be on some boyfriendy shit. And when a woman has an idea of you, of thinking that you could be boyfriend material, she's going to start pulling back. She's not going to fuck you quick because she's like, oh, I don't want to ruin this. Maybe he could be my boyfriend. I don't want him to think I'm a slut. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the way that you come at it, it always has to be in that energy. It doesn't matter if you don't get it the first night, but you have to put that energy out there like you're trying to do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because the longer you see what I mean?
Locario, right. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But to my defense, like I said, I don't know, maybe to her, she was thinking, oh, maybe this motherfucker is taking too long, but I'm telling you, by the end of that third date, I tried to get her back to the crib, and she Like, you gotta get up early in the morning, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm gotta do this. I'm like, alright, cool. Right. Now, like I said, I went on a vacation. After I came back from the vacation, whatever, I tried to hang out with her again, and then that's when she said, "Oh, I'm a pass," and I told her, "Alright, then whatever." Later, hit me up, and it's been 10 days, and she hasn't texted me, and I haven't texted her. And like, to be honest with you, I don't care if I ever hear from her again. Right. I was just saying, like, what the fuck is like her fucking deal?
Right, but that's what I'm trying to tell you though. Damn sure didn't chase her. That's what I'm trying to tell you though. I'm just saying that, just in general, like anytime you messing with these chicks, you have to let those intentions and your actions with those intentions be known up front. That's all I'm saying, because it's going to be easier for you to get it like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
So that's for the next time, any other chick you dealing with, you know, it ain't nothing like, you could go on dates, you could, you know, do all that other stuff, but you still within that it has to be a continuous thing of you trying to get at her. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Completely agree with you.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Completely. But listen, yo, I gotta take some more of these calls though. You know what I'm saying?
All right, good brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you. Peace. All right. But yeah, that's all I'm saying, guys. Man, y'all gotta fucking, you know, you gotta get on that shit. Yeah, it's fucking hot here. I'm fucking sweating and shit. So it was cool earlier. It was raining. The fucking wind is blowing through the window. I got the little fan here, but it's crazy. But yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have to, when you're dealing with chicks, man, the shit has to be in a flow of you letting her know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Because soon as you be on that other shit, it's crazy. You got to be upfront about that shit, you know, as soon as possible. Crazy. Can you guys see me good? It looked like the fucking stream is going sort of slow. But you guys can see me good. Let me know if y'all can see me good, if y'all can hear me good, and all that other shit. You understand? Because this stream is crazy. But anyway. But yeah, but today, you know, I wanted to talk about, you know, real quick. You say he's scared to tell the chick that he want to fuck? No, but that's what happens sometimes, though. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens. Like, you can't be scared to let these chicks know what it is, and you can't be scared to lose them. That's the problem. Guys be scared to lose these chicks. You feel what I'm saying? Guys be scared to, because look, the longer you take to smash, what's happening is either one, she's looking at it like, oh, this, you know, if let's say she's really into you, she's gonna like try to prolong it and do that. You know, I don't want to have sex with him too quick because, you know, he might be my next boyfriend, all that dumb shit. Or what happens is another motherfucker is all up in her ear. She starts to think that something's going to be going down with her and that dude. And so she replaces you with him. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not really making those moves and solidifying this shit, because the thing is, once you smash a chick, right, a lot of times it's easier for you to you know, make the shit go down, to keep seeing her, to keep shit going. You understand? Like, man. But anyway, yo, what I wanted to talk about real quick was, I'm fucking sweating like a motherfucker out here. Shit. Hot as shit. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was, you know, the truth about women choosing. You feel what I'm saying? The truth about women choosing. Hold on, let me see this. Phone is, every time I start to go in, niggas be calling. Hold on. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, well, this is Anthony from Connecticut.
What's going on, bruh?
It's good, man. Listen, man, all I gotta say is fuck these hoes, man.
What's going on with you?
They just playing games, man. Just playing hella games, dog.
You say you got a chick playing games?
They all play games, man. Just playing games with the bots, man. Nonsense.
So wait,
nonsense.
So what?
Nonsense assholes playing games with the bots, man.
You said they playing games with the box?
Yes, man.
So what they doing? Tell me what's going on with you though. What's happening?
All right. as you probably know, because I seen the video. My boys, we saw that video. You in Hartford, man. We saw that. And we was cracking up.
Right.
We was like, finally, this dude knows what we talking about.
Right.
Because you may not realize this, but everyone who calls from CT, we all know each other.
Right.
Yeah. So when my boy showed me that video, you in Hartford, we were like, finally, this dude understands what we talking about. How horrible CT is. Stupid assholes, man.
Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of dead out there in Connecticut, though. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what did you say?
And I said it's dead out there in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Where I was at in Hartford.
Yeah, you were. You said that shit was dead.
Right. So you saying the chicks in your area be playing games? Is that what you saying?
It's like whether it's nighttime or just online. It's just CT is just. It is just built for niggas to lose, man. Oh.
So what be happening though? You're not telling me no details. You gotta tell me what's going on.
All right. Let
Come
me,
on, man. You gotta get to the point.
I'll give you a good example. Like, all right. So it's like I'll be online, you know, chopping it up,
right,
with a chick. And as soon as it's time to get the number, set up a date, you know what I'm saying? Then they just go silent. Like they don't respond back. Like it's just like that type of stuff is just frustrating, man.
Well, that's going to happen everywhere, man. It's not just where you at. You know what I mean? Like that's what happens everywhere. So again, this is the thing that guys have to understand, man, about this game, yo. Let me keep this 100. All right. If you don't, like, this is what you got to understand. And this goes to actually the topic of women choosing. You understand? Because see, guys think that if they get a girl's number, it's, you know, that's it. You understand? Like, oh, I got a number, it's on. You understand? Or, you know, I text her and she says she gonna meet me for the date, it's on. Whatever, right? Chicks, they give out their number to mad motherfuckers, right? You know, chicks, they'll set dates and they won't show up. You understand? Or they'll flake. It happens, right? Now, what you gotta understand is that one, it's a numbers game, so you still got to play the numbers game. I talk about that all the time. It's like you got to talk to a number of different women. Now, the way that you're going to get more women to fuck with you, you understand, and to really keep it real with you and to really respond to you, is that you yourself, and this is why I always talk about working on yourself, you yourself have to be as on point in all areas and aspects of your life. You understand? Because then that's going to make you extremely desirable to the women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you got to understand something. Picture, let's pretend for a second. Pretend you're a chick, right? And you got 100 niggas on Tinder, OkCupid, trying to holler at you, right? Then you go outside, you got like 15, 20 dudes trying to holler at you each week. You understand? Now, the fact that you got that many people hollering at you, that means that you got options. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about the mind or the mindset of a woman, right? Women are, you know, looking generally, because, you know, there's always exceptions. Women are looking for the best type of guy because they're looking for that guy to be everything to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? They want you to be their, you know, their boyfriend, husband, you know, their best friend, their financial support, their security, their emotional tampon, everything. You understand what I'm saying? Now they saying in the chat room, women have all the power. Now that's not true, but anyway. But this is what I want to say. So you think women have all the power?
But no, I don't. There's some truth to that. I mean, it feels that way, dog.
I'll show you why. I'll show you why they don't.
When you think about all the options that they have, from Twitter to social media to dating apps.
But see, I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm gonna finish breaking it down to you, right? So this is how it go, right? So what you gotta understand is, so let me, you know, go off straight off the point I was saying. So since women have all those options, right? What they're doing is they're looking for the best out of the options. So let's keep it simple. Let's say there's 10 guys, right? Let's say out of those 10 guys, you have 2 out of the 10 that, you know, they're confident. They dress well. You understand? They you know, they actually have shit going on in their lives. You understand? They have things going on. They know how to talk to women. You understand? So those 2 out of the 10 is going to get the most chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Or most of the women that encounter those 10 guys are gonna want those two. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you're interacting with women, what they do is they see if you're one of those two guys. You understand what I'm saying? If you're those type of guys. So every time you talk to a girl, get her information, do all this other stuff, she's seeing if you're that guy. Now, there are things that you're doing within all those interactions that have her think you are or aren't that guy, right? So now when you approach her and you say, yo, let me give you, let me get your number, blah, blah, blah. She gives her number to you, to me, to all these other people out there. You understand? Now, based off how you react to her giving you the number, or based off of how you are interacting with her before you even got the number, is going to tell her what category she needs to put you in. You understand? Just like when you see a girl, right? You think to yourself, oh, she's bad, I'd fuck her. She's really hot, I'd fuck her and I'd wife her. Or this chick is whack, I'll probably just make her suck my dick. Or this chick is terrible, I wouldn't even spit on this girl. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're thinking when you see the chicks, right? You have your sort of categories. Women do the same shit. So what happens is that there's things that you are communicating to a woman verbally and non-verbally that puts you in whatever category she's going to put you in. You see what I'm saying? So she's going to put you in to the most desirable or the least desirable, or anywhere in between. You see what I'm saying? So and this is what I'm saying, where a lot of times when guys get flaked on, a lot of times when guys get numbers and a good number of the chicks that they are like trying to fuck with, shit don't go down. A lot of times it's because they're communicating that shit. Now, again, you're never going to have 100% of the women you talk to get with you. But what you want to do is you want to have at least, if you're good, you're going to get at least 30 to 40% of the chicks that you're trying to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the other 60, there's so many other variables that's not going to get them to fuck with you. Half of them being shit that has nothing to do with you, and the other half is shit that has something to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, the more you get your numbers up, the more that you work on yourself, increases the chances of you getting chosen. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that guys gotta understand. But go ahead. What you wanted to say about you saying that you feel like the women have all the power? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I don't think that they have all of it, but they do have a lot. Because and I forgive me for saying this. I hate sounding repetitive, but it really is night and day when you live in CT as opposed to New York. Though.
Oh, of course,
really
yeah.
Is night and day, because I'm a big follower of yours. Like, I know what it's about, man. I'm not one of those dudes complaining about looks. Those guys are losers. Like, it's about your game. I know that for a fact. Right. It's just, you can ask any of my friends. Like, I go in and I go hard. It's just like I've just been so beat up by just this stupid state. So I was actually thinking for a second. I was like taking day trips to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought about that. Taking the train in New York during the daytime and shit. Like I thought that maybe that would be a good idea just to get myself exposed to more options.
Right.
Because I feel like that's what I need at this point. I get a lot of close calls, but like I can't do those close calls, and I gotta be cashing out, man.
Right. Well, and see that, and that's the thing, man. Like a lot of times, what guys gotta understand is when you interacting with, and this is why I was talking, when I was I don't know if you heard the other caller earlier, right?
No, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, so basically he called up and he was saying that, he was trying to get with this girl and, he's trying to smash, and he tried to do it by the third date, and she was, didn't want to do it and all this other stuff. And so the thing is that, what happens is in the game is that when you are the type of guy who understands, because you got to understand, most guys who get chicks, you understand, they understand that they're at the top. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most of the guys that are making it happen, they know. You feel what I'm saying? And so they know, because not necessarily because they're super cool or they're like they got something special. You understand? The reason why they know is because they understand that there is a whole bunch of other dudes who's making it easier for them. You understand? Like like how you got all these MGTOW dudes. You understand? All the MGTOW dudes, they make it easier for players. You understand what I'm saying? Because
can I let me just interrupt real quick.
Go ahead.
Forgive me real quick. All that's another thing that I have a little issue with is whether or not those dudes make it easier. Because honestly, and based off a lot of people I talk to, like at least in Connecticut, we feel like they make it harder.
What, the MGTOW dudes?
Like, no, not the MGTOWs, but just a lot of like the losers and the simps and those type of dudes. We feel like they make it harder in CT for dudes like me, because it's like shit. We feel like these chicks, like they want these dudes they can just like walk all over and just. I mean, not necessarily. They don't necessarily like them or respect them, but they like them because for what they can get out of them, so they gravitate towards these type of dudes. Like, and we feel like it makes it harder on us because like they feel like they don't have to step their game up because they have so many dudes just groveling at their feet. Like,
well, I totally see your point, but see what you got to understand also is this, right?
Yeah.
Those guys, those simp dudes or whatever, right, who be bending over backwards, doing all this shit for chicks. See, women, they like that because of the attention. You understand? But it doesn't make it harder on you if you're the top guy. So basically what that means is, and I'm trying to bring it to an example of us men so you can sort of see the point, right? Now, a simp is a guy who's a simp, and when he's dealing with women, is the equivalent to an average to below average woman trying to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, would you rather a hot chick or the below average to below average? You understand? You would rather the hot chick, right? So when a chick encounters a simp, she would rather the top alpha dude. You understand what I'm saying? So when the top alpha dude presents himself, that makes it easier for him because now she's like, oh shit, I'm actually in the presence of an alpha dude. The problem is that a lot of dudes don't know how to assert themselves in the game as that guy or be that guy. And this is why they're having trouble because they're sort of caught in limbo between being an alpha and being a simp. Because you got the dudes who are alphas and you got the dudes who are simps, then you got a whole bunch of niggas in between. You feel what I'm saying? And so, no, that's the truth. And so when you step to a girl, you have that confident, that masculine, that alpha male type of energy. You understand? But then since you're not really there yet, you still sort of fall back and forth into that simp shit. So you start talking to the girl, you start taking her on a whole bunch of dates, you start doing this, you start doing that,
I don't do none of that shit.
Right. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying that in general, that's what a lot of guys do. So now you're sort of like all over the place. You have no real stance on who you are overall. You understand what I'm saying? You're not stepping to a girl, letting her know what it is. And so that's the thing. You have to be strong in your presence to where when you're dealing with a girl, she knows or she sees off the bat that you're the one who she's supposed to be fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Like you said, I agree with you. A lot of simps will approach and do all this other shit. So you might step to a girl and she might assume, depending on your appearance and your vibe, she might assume you're a simp. You understand what I'm saying? So then she might treat you the same way or give you a hard time or whatever. Now, if you're on top of your game and you know how to spit, you know how to talk to her, you know how to come back and you know how to do all that stuff and holler at her in a certain way, she realizes who she's fucking with at this point. You see what I'm saying? And this is why game is so important. See, the difference with men and women is that we see a chick, we're attracted to her physically to the point where we will actually give her a chance and try to do something with her. Women are different. They can see us, they can even be attracted to us physically and say, oh, that guy's cute. But once you step to them and you start talking, that's where the real situation happens. That's when they're actually choosing and deciding. You see what I'm saying? Because mentally, a woman, you see how you ever be with a chick and you can't get your dick hard because either she's not as attractive as you would like or whatever it is. You can't get your dick hard. A woman mentally can't get hard dealing with a guy who she feels is lame. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she can't get wet or whatever you want to fucking say. You understand? She can't get the feeling of wanting to fuck with you. So therefore, this is why sometimes she'll get a guy's number or he'll get her number, whatever. And at first she's like, okay, he seems like he has the potential I want to fuck with this guy. He seems cool, right? Then he does some shit to make it to where it fucks up his whole her whole idea of who she thought he was. You understand? Because he starts calling her every day. He starts fucking acting needy, doing all this other dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? So again, this is why I tell guys how important the game is, because how you act and how you react to these women is going to indicate whether or not she wants to continue fucking with you. This is why you get a lot of flakes. This is why guys get a lot of mess playing around, because there are girls who are just gonna flake for a number of different reasons, but you want to make sure that your shit is so tight that it's not really you why she's flaking. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's not really you why she's on some bullshit. You want it always to be her being on some bullshit. You understand? You see what I mean?
Yeah. I got one last quick thing. One last quick thing. Do you ever feel like chicks get frightened, like, or just like shocked when they become across like an alpha dude, because they're so used to the simps, like to the point where they might not know how to they might not know how to react to it.
Right. Well, yeah, of course. Like, well, and that's the thing. There are some women who they don't want to fuck with an alpha dude because of what that means in regards to them and basically them stepping up their game. You see what I mean? So you gotta understand that you sometimes get rejected just because of that, because she's like, oh, I can't handle this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what happens is that, the thing is that she knows that if she deals with you, she's going to be the one who is chasing. Meaning, a lot of women like the fact that they got these simps and these manginas kissing their ass because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel important. So if they're dealing with a guy who is an alpha, who's not really on that bullshit, who has plenty of women he can get, what that does is it puts her in a position to where she doesn't feel as special or important, because now she feels like, oh damn, I really like this guy, and he has the power to influence me to feel like I'm insecure, influence me to feel a certain way that I'm gonna be he might play me, he might get a girl hotter than me, I might catch him with another chick that looks way better than me, and that's gonna make me feel sad, it's gonna make me feel depressed. So in order to not feel that, they're not gonna fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, they're dealing with simps who's gonna kiss their ass, praise them, buy them shit, whatever. So what happens is that they get that attention, but they don't get the feel of that real feminine energy that they really want to feel. They don't get to feel how it is to be a woman with a real type of alpha dude. You see what I'm saying? So they're just never going to get to feel it. It's the same way, like I said, if you have an average looking to below average looking chick, but then you have a hot chick, if you keep fucking with the average chicks, it's like, okay, it's cool, but all the chicks I'm smashing is average, and I never get the experience of dealing with a chick that I really, 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 really fucking am attracted to. So it's the same thing for women. They don't get a chance to deal with the guys they're really, really, really attracted to if they're fucking with simps. You see what I'm saying? But they do get a benefit, which is the attention and the gifts and all that other shit. Just like you get the benefit of pussy dealing with an average girl, but you still don't get the benefit of dealing with a woman you're really, really interested in. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I was, I wanted to bring the point home of, you guys were saying, and you and some of the people in the chat room were saying women have all the perks and all the, and they have it easy in the game. That's why they don't have it easy in the game, because you're basing their enjoyment off of your desire. You understand? Your desire is to fuck. Her desire, you see what I'm saying? Her desire is to get a dude that's going to be everything to her. You see what I'm saying? In which most women can't get. Most women can get dick and that's it. You see what I'm saying? So right. And that's why it's not as easy for them. Yeah, it's easy for them to get dick, but dick is not what they want. What they want is dick, attention, money, all that shit. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why because you got to think about it. Does it, like, if you think about it objectively, does it make any sense for a woman to be single, and the average woman, does it make sense for her to be single? It doesn't. The amount of dudes that try to holler at her, you would think that she could get a boyfriend by, tonight, next week, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But why does she not? You see what I mean? Why is she still single? You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, like they're saying in the chat room, the women want commitment. The thing is, most guys will give them dick, but that's that. They, after that, they don't want the guys don't want nothing to do with them. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, they're getting, they're not getting exactly what they want. And if you look at it objectively, you as a man, generally, because everybody wants different shit, but generally, you as a man, you are getting what you want more often than she's getting what she wants, right? Because all you need is some pussy. That's what you want. You feel what I'm saying? It's easier for you to get pussy than it is for her to get a man. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to explain to guys. Like, guys think, oh, women have it all easy. Yo, yeah, they have it easy when it comes to attention, but for what they want, they don't have it easy. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I want to express. And so this is what I'm saying. If you are that alpha guy, or you are that guy that's at the top, right? She sees you as the guy that she can get everything from. Do you understand what I'm saying? So therefore, she starts to act correct. You see what I mean? And so the way to become that guy is that you have to be the best you could be. So you have to be on point with all your shit, because this is why I always say looks don't matter, because everybody's like, oh my God, it's all about looks. You could be the best looking motherfucker on earth, but if your verbal game on point is not on point, if you're not doing shit with your life, your looks ain't gonna do shit for her. Your looks ain't gonna fucking provide protection and security for her. She wants you to be her man and then her husband. You see what I'm saying? Your looks aren't gonna be the thing. You see what I mean? So for what they want, if you're on top, if you're on point all around, right? That's gonna make her choose you. So you could have a guy who's a good-looking dude, right? But if he's good-looking and he's broke and he has no ambition, she's gonna pick the guy who's, quote-unquote average-looking, but he's wearing a suit and he got a fucking, he runs his own business. You see what I'm saying? She's picking that nigga before the cute broke nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. Let me, cause like when you say the best of the best person you can be, like,
right.
I mean, obviously, like, you're not talking about like looks, money, status. You ain't got to be all up on that. But
right.
I guess what I'm asking is how can I increase my options? Like, what's like one good way for me to like broaden my horizon as far as like options? Like.
Well, this is the thing. The one main way, and I've talked about this before, is that you have to be about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. The reason why, like, the guys who get the most chicks don't give a fuck about the chick. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that it doesn't mean like he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't want her to get hit by a car or anything. But what he's saying is, the guy who gets the most chicks, he texts her when he feels like fucking her. You understand what I'm saying? He goes out with her. He tells her, yo, I want to hit it. You understand? He gets on the phone with a chick and just sets up a date and doesn't call her 10 times a day for no fucking reason. Like, he does what he might not even call a chick for a month. You understand? And then holler back at her when he feels like it. So the thing is, you have to have that energy at all times when you're dealing with girls, to where you're only doing what you want to do. So, for example, I'll give you an example, right? I remember one time I went out with this girl, right? And damn, it's fucking hot as shit in here. I gotta get my fucking rack. But anyway, it's hot as fucking this motherfucker. But anyway, so went out with this girl, and she was like, I was like, yo, we gonna go to the movies and shit, right? So she was like, oh, I want to see, I forgot which movie it was, but she wanted to see some other shit. I said, no, we seeing this movie. You feel what I'm saying? So she was like, oh, but I said, no, listen, either we gonna see this movie, or I'm gonna get my ticket and I'll holler at you later. You feel what I'm saying? So she was like, oh, but so then she finally was like, all right, fine, so I got the tickets, whatever. We went into the movie and shit. So we in the movies, and she's sort of like pouting and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there enjoying the movie, eating my popcorn, whatever, and all this other shit. So we leave the movie and all of that. And then she said, oh, I'm we should get something to eat. I'm hungry. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, I was like, you getting the dinner, right? Because I got the movies and shit, right? So she was like, what? I was like, yeah, you getting the dinner. You see what I'm saying? So she's like, oh no, I thought you. I said, well, listen, if you ain't getting the dinner, we could bounce or whatever. I was like, I'll see you later. So I put my arms out like I was about to hug her. And then so I hugged her and I walked away. She's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "The date is over. You don't want to get dinner." So I'm walking away and she starts running after me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm all about myself. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that I'm and this is what guys gotta understand. It's not about getting chicks trying to impress them and doing what they want to do. It's about you doing what you want to do and finding a girl who wants to do it. That's it. And then so what happens is that the girls who really, really want to fuck with you, they're going to do it because you become part of what they want. See, people when they hear this, they think, "Oh, well, that's not right to the girl, that's mean to her." No. It's actually better for her because what you're doing is you're creating a dynamic for her to choose exactly what she wants. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're being exactly what she wants. So now if guys do it the opposite way, which is the wrong way. They're trying to figure out what she wants and they're trying to be that. No, you're supposed to be who you are, and then she's finding a guy who is what she wants. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So anytime you're doing whatever the fuck you want to do and everything, and now this is not to say you can't compromise, but usually compromise happens as the relationship goes, meaning as she becomes your girl, as she becomes a chick that's significant to your life. But the thing is, she has to become significant to your life through the application of her choosing you as you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. Every time, and so what you want to do is, all you're doing in this like scenario is you are, attracting the women who are, the ones who are going to really be into you. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're repelling the girls who's not into you. You see what I mean? Because trust me, I've done this shit before, and chicks just walked away. And I'm fine with that because I don't want to fuck with you if you ain't trying to do what I'm trying to do. You see what I'm saying? And then so I had other chicks who stuck with it and was like, they're down for what I'm trying to do. You see what I mean? And so that's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is. I'm fucking sweating like a motherfucker out this bitch. Woo, shit. Hold on, you're gonna have to pardon me for a second. I'm about to put on all these fans. I'm about to put on all these motherfucking fans. Jesus Christ. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here dying and shit. Hold on, let me put this fan up. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm about to put all these fucking fans up. Jesus. Shit. Woo, man. Got me sweating like a motherfucker out here. Let me turn this down a little bit because this shit is too loud.
You weren't lying when you said it's a brutal game, man. You definitely weren't lying, man.
Want to say that again?
You definitely weren't lying when you said, the game can be brutal, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, what you gotta understand is this. Is that is the game, and I'm gonna do a video about this later too, the game is selfish. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand that the game is motherfucking selfish. I'm saying I ain't got no air conditioner. Nah, I just put it on. I didn't have it on because earlier the shit was cool in here. But anyway, the game is selfish. So basically, what you gotta understand is that so guys have this idea, like you see the whole Rob Kardashian shit. So he fucked up because he thought that doing all that shit for that girl for Black China was the thing that was gonna make him make her like him or make her want to stay with him or make her. So he felt like, well, I'm doing all this shit for you. So, why aren't you loving me? Why aren't you with me? Why are you treating me like this? Why are you doing this, right? So what you gotta understand is that the game is selfish. So the thing is, she's taken everything that she wants, right? These women are gonna have no regard for you if you're trying to do shit for them. They don't give a fuck. They'll let you do it. They'll let you, spend all the money on them. They'll let you do everything that you are gonna do, and they'll be like, well, you should be glad if I, shake your hand and just give you a thank you. That's their idea. You understand? So this is what I'm saying about the game is selfish, is that you, at all those different points, you need to do what you need to do for you. And what you need to do for you is finding a chick that's down for your program. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a mixture of you being selfish and also understanding the game. So working within the game and being selfish in that way, because people look at selfish as a bad word. It's like, no, if I'm selfish, like for example, if I'm saying, look, I'm selfish to the point where I have this passion to work on, let's say, Mr. Locario shit. You understand? Like, I just want to do that all day. Me doing that all day, I put out all this content and all this other stuff that helps you out and whoever's watching it. You understand what I'm saying? So my selfishness for me doing exactly what I want to do is helping you out with what you want, which is the game. You're looking at it because you're interested in the topic. So the same thing happens to where if I'm dealing with a girl and I'm being selfish, you understand, towards what, this is what I want to do, then what happens is that if she's interested in what I'm doing, she's going to come along for the ride. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you're doing everything for her, what you're doing is you're basically being disrespectful to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You're not doing things for you. It's supposed to be a win-win situation. She wins when I win. You understand? Because she's coming along with me, and what I'm doing is in alignment with what she wants. So she might have been dealing with a whole bunch of simps. Then she meets a person like me or you or whoever who's actually on top of their shit. You see what I'm saying? Then she's like, oh shit, this guy's on top of shit. I want to be a part of that. So when would she come up with the idea of wanting to be a part of that if you weren't being selfish and being on top of your shit? You understand what I'm saying? And so that's why it's important for you to do that, because once you do that, then you start to eliminate the girls who are going to be time wasters, the girls who are going to be, on that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. You really got to be about yourself, man. You see what I'm saying? And you get girls through the application of being about yourself. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I completely understand what you're talking about, man.
Definitely, bro.
Thanks for dropping that knowledge, man. I'm going to let you get back to your stuff, man.
Definitely. All right, man. I'm going to holler at you, bro.
All right, man.
Peace. All right. Woo, this shit feel much better. It's fucking, shit. I was sweating like a motherfucker. Jesus. But anyway, so the caller number 646-481-3901. And remember, guys, I'm going to start having my 30-minute game sessions with you guys. You understand? Meaning that you're going to be able to call me privately. We're going to record the call. It's going to be just for you only. So you can, ask as many questions as you can. Because I know some of you guys, you can call it in and, you don't get through. And, you can, so now I'm going to be having things where you guys can call in and we can, do it one-on-one sessions. Yo, what's going on? What's popping?
Hello?
Yo, what up? You gotta turn down your computer.
Okay.
What's going on, bro? Who's this?
This is Olavi from Canada, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, cool. You from Canada? What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man.
So what's good?
My question was, could you just talk about having a reputation?
You said talk about what?
In terms of reputation.
Reputation?
Yeah, in terms of girls knowing that you talk to a lot of girls.
So you're saying you saying what if you have a reputation of talking to a lot of women? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's good. You should have a reputation of talking to a lot of women. You understand?
Okay.
Don't ever shy away from that. That's listen. You're better off being known talking to a lot of women than not talking to a lot of women. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because the thing is, women want men who other women want. You understand? It's kind of like if you, let's say if you see a restaurant and nobody's in it, people are gonna think, well, this restaurant must suck because nobody's in it. You feel what I'm saying? So if a woman sees you or knows that you're not talking to any chicks, she's gonna think, well, why don't chicks want to talk to this guy? There must be something wrong with him. You see what I'm saying? But on the flip side, if you're talking to a lot of women, what they're gonna do is they're gonna be thinking, well, what is it about this guy that all these women want? Which is why they're gonna want you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's all that is. You know what I mean? Don't worry about trying to, pretend like you ain't talking to chicks. Nah, if you're talking to chicks, you're talking to chicks. And don't be ashamed of it. Don't try to hide it. None of that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Definitely, man.
Alright.
I'm holler at you, bro.
Thank you.
Peace. Yeah, man. Okay. So, what was I saying again? But yeah, you guys, you know, when it comes to the gaming, you gotta be about your shit. You understand? And the chick has to be down with your program. And if she's not, then you kick it to the curb. The shit is real simple. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Oh, this is Carlton from Jersey. What's up, man?
What's poppin'? What's going on with you?
Man, I was going to talk to you about a little situation I had yesterday with a chick. I actually been stopped talking to her for some months now. And out the blue, she calls me. And I guess I'm assuming that this was to see what I was doing.
Right.
We hadn't talked in a while. So she goes, yeah, what you doing? I'm on my way to work. Well, and I actually went to work and didn't even have to be there. Craziness. But I was like, well, on my way back, I'll come scoop you up and we'll do what we do. So I go through, scoop her up. As soon as she get to the house, take off the pants and lay in the bed, right?
Right.
I guess she expected me to just jump right in there, but I had some stuff I had to do. I had to pay some bills and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on.
Goes to what you was talking about as far as being selfish, So I was like, I'm sitting there paying my bills. I was actually watching this because I've been soaking up a lot of your YouTube stuff, man. I appreciate what you're doing too, but I'm watching stuff from you, and she's disagreeing with it because you know how they get. So eventually, I go over there in the bed with her, mess around a little bit, wind up smashing, go to sleep. I wake up, smash again, go to sleep. Wake up again, I go in there, make myself something to eat.
Right.
She's like, well, what you cooking, blah, blah, blah. Well, it wasn't nothing major, some hot dogs and some craziness. So she was like, well, I don't want that. Can you go out and get me something to eat? But by this time, it was 12 o'clock. I wasn't driving to Wawa, none of that. So I'm like, nah, if you ain't going to eat what I got in there, you ain't eating at this point.
Right.
I ate my food, went back to sleep. Woke back up, smashed again. And I got paid this morning, so I had some other bills to pay. She actually said to me, she's like, well, why does it feel, why you haven't called me in a while? I was like, well, the last time we spoke, you was on some bullshit. So I felt as though I didn't really need to deal with you no more.
Right.
And my intuition actually was funny. I told her this too. I was like, my intuition told me that she was going to call me eventually. And I said that the day before she called me. I said it to myself, out of the blue. So eventually, when I woke up, I paid all my bills and things I had to do. I was like, all right, and now I'm going to order some food. So genuinely, I'm a nice dude. So I'm like, yo, what you going to kick in for the breakfast? That's what I said to her, right? She was like, what? I'm like, what you going to kick in for the breakfast? I got this nice spot around the corner. They got these potatoes. I want to get some potatoes. It was like, I gave her the joint, like, what you want? Eventually, she goes, oh, I don't want anything. So I went out there, got what I needed to do, or got what I wanted to get, came back with stuff and still offered it to her. She ain't want nothing to do with it. So then now she's sitting on the edge of the bed, and she says to me, she was like, yo, I feel wrong. I'm like, what you feel wrong about? Because I feel like you just dismissed me, and I'm like, well, I'm doing what I got to do. Like, what you want from me? And this is a woman that she's a little bit older than me, and I feel like sometimes women that are older feel like they can outwit a younger dude.
Right.
And at the same time, like I say, she wanted to obviously have some sex, and I got what I wanted out of the situation. So just going back, like I said, to what you said, being selfish. So eventually, she's sitting on the edge of the bed and starts putting her clothes back on and all that other stuff. So I look back and I'm like, oh, you ready to go home now, huh? She's like, yeah. So we hopped in the car, took her ass back home.
Right. And that's the thing, man. The thing is, when you doing what you do, you know what I'm saying, and while you're interacting with the girl, what it shows her is that you're your own man. You understand? Which is more attractive to women. You see what I mean? That's the thing I be trying to tell guys. a lot of guys, they've been conditioned by either a mom or people, women in their family or whoever, that's telling them, yo, you got to bend over backwards for women, you got to serve women, you got to do all this other extra shit. And the thing is that, by doing that type of stuff, that's the shit that gets you played. That's the shit that gets women taking you for granted. You see what I mean? But the thing is that if you're doing you understand?
Right.
And you're doing what you do, and but also too, it's like like I said, I like what you said where you was like, yo, I'm doing my thing, then I go back to her, then I do my thing, I'm doing this for her. So it's like you're including her in your situations. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. It's about including the woman in your situation and not letting your situation just be about the woman. You see what I mean?
Right.
And that's what it is. That's
and
what
honestly,
it is.
I have to say this too, because I just got put on to you pretty much for like pretty much the last part of last year. But yeah, I was involved in some simping. I see things that I did incorrectly with previous like relationships and dealing with other women. And I'm more of an introverted type of person, so realistically, I don't really put myself out there like that. But I'll do it from time to time. So it was funny, like how I said, she just called me out the blue, and I knew that was going to happen eventually.
Right.
But I respect your hustle, man. I say to myself every day, I'm like, God damn, this dude putting stuff out here every single goddamn day.
Try to make it happen, bro.
Man.
Try to make it happen. Try to make it happen.
Look, real quick, I just had you. I think you might like this, and I ain't trying to like impose myself. This is an idea I always had when I started like looking at your stuff. But like a little slogan, and it's like a double entendre if you think about it. But when you always be like, click the link below. I came up with something that was like, yo, he got links for that ass, meaning it's like links for you, meaning links for your ass.
Right.
He got links for that ass, meaning you go get these bitches. But
that's
go
what's
ahead,
up,
do
yo.
your thing, bro. Thanks for listening, and like I said, keep your hustle strong.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate it, yo.
All right, take it easy.
All right, man. Y'all be safe. You be safe. Yeah, man. How is the stream going? Because this fucking... My computer is be acting funny sometimes. Let me know if the stream is good. You guys can still hear me. You can still see me. Let me know if you can still see me. So Excalibur, you said, did I even start the topic? Yeah, I talked about a little bit, but let me talk about choosing a little bit before I take any more calls. I'm gonna talk for like 5 minutes real quick before any more calls come in, right? So when we talk about women choosing men, right, you got to understand that the way, and I talked about this sort of with the other caller, is that when you become the best version of yourself, right, that means you become the best you. So when you approach a woman or you interact with a woman, or she sees you, or she's, getting your vibe or whatever, she starts to see like, okay, this guy's on top of his shit. You feel what I'm saying? And which is the thing that makes her want to choose you. Now, you have women who will choose you based off of how you look, meaning your appearance, or just she thinks you're cute or whatever it is, right? So she'll choose you based from that, just off that. She'll have that choose, or that soft choose, I should say, right? Because she didn't even talk to you yet. Now, when she starts talking to you, that's going to solidify if she's into it. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why I talk about the game and how important it is. You see what I mean? And so, sort of to illustrate this point is this, because some of you guys still don't get it. Y'all be thinking, like my dude, he didn't succeed. I saw him earlier in the chat. He's talking about, it's all about looks and all this other craziness and this. Imagine this. Think about this. Let's say you're choosing between two girls. Right? Let's say you got Scarlett Johansson and Kirsten Dunst. If you don't know who they are, look them up. Whatever, right? Now, most guys will probably say Scarlett Johansson is way hotter than Kirsten Dunst, right? So if I said choose between Scarlett Johansson and Kirsten Dunst, most of you guys would choose Scarlett Johansson, right? Now, let's say I said you got Scarlett Johansson, you got Kirsten Dunst, right? And I say choose one, but I say, but I got some information. Now, Kirsten Dunst told me that she is definitely gonna fuck you, like tonight. You understand? Scarlett Johansson is saying she's not sure, and it most likely won't happen, right? So now, if you're talking to these two girls and Kirsten Dunst is saying, yo, I'm gonna fuck you, and Scarlett Johansson's like, I don't know, you're most likely gonna pick Kirsten Dunst because she says she's gonna fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? Most likely. So the information that she's giving you makes her a little bit more of a better prospect for you at this moment. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking to a girl, right? She can talk to a guy who she thinks is attractive. She can, physically attractive, and she could talk to a guy who she thinks is, okay looking. But the okay looking guy has better, rapport with her and everything like that. You understand? And so the information she's giving him makes him look like more of a viable guy to choose than just the guy who looks good. You understand what I'm saying? So the same way where, yeah, you would be like, yeah, I would want Scarlett Johansson, but she's not really giving me nothing. I'm not feeling anything. But Kirsten is like, yo, I'm ready to do it now. Let's get it popping. So you're like, hell yeah. So this is what happens when you have game, and then you implement that, and then that's when you get chosen more because your game is on point, is tight. So when she's interacting with you, you become more attractive in her eyes in order for her to choose you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we talk about with the game part of the aspect. But also, if you're on point with your shit, overall, that's when you're gonna get chosen more. What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, Locario, this is Jay from East Atlanta. How you doing?
What's poppin'? I'm good. What's going on with you?
I just had a question. So my issue usually centers around, okay, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. Mm-hmm. Okay, say like when you walk into the club, right? Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of guys, including myself at times, we just standing around looking at the chicks have fun, and the girls may be twerking on each other. And
right.
These girls are beautiful as a motherfucker. But it's only a few guys that will go jump into that playing field and start, you see what I'm saying, running game the correct way. So I started to analyze, why was I hesitant? You know what I'm saying? Because at first I used to think you had to have all the essentials like the Gucci belts, this and that, and all that shit. I realized it does not matter. You really have to just have game and some level of confidence. But when I decide to approach a girl, and I'm going to give you a short little background. So when I grew up, I was always like the quote-unquote smart kid in class. I would get the good grades and stand out.
Right.
So girls weren't really feeling me like that, you see what I'm saying, in school. But then when I got to college, I started to mature, voice got deep, and just started to have like more swag about myself. So girls started to come my way. But I feel like what I would do is self-sabotage myself. So I go up and I be talking to a girl, and instead of focusing on her, I'm thinking about my surroundings. I'm like, damn, people probably still thinking I'm that dude from, even though they know me from middle school, that don't deserve this girl. You see what I'm saying? So instead of giving that girl my focus, and a lot of times the girls give me the plate, it's just, I'm so focused on my environment. And I feel like that's my biggest issue. So I want to know, like, how can you just, like, focus, like, really lock in? Because I know it has nothing to do with me being scared of the girl, because like when I see a girl like getting out her car going to Target, I have no issue approaching her. It's only like when I'm in a social setting and I feel like people are judging me. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he might not get her. Or what makes him think he's gonna get her? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
I was so in my head that I'm not even present to the moment. And I could have.
And did you? Because I remember, I think, did you call into Steve's show the other day?
No, I didn't. This is my first time.
Okay, because I remember there was another dude who had literally almost the same exact question as you. But what I was saying is, really, and this is what I told him, because he's talking about the same thing where it's like, he tried to approach a girl, talk to her, but it's like he's worried about what everybody else is going to think or looking at him or whatever it is. And what you got to understand is most people don't give a fuck about what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So like if you're in the street and you see a chick and you try to holler at her and you think everybody around in the surrounding area is looking at you, they might look at you for a second, or most of them aren't even going to notice what you're doing. That's one. If somebody sees what you're doing, they're probably going to look for a second and then keep doing what they're doing just because you're in a peripheral vision. They'll probably see you and then keep it going. Or if they do stare at you while you're doing what you're doing, they're going to forget about what you're doing 5 minutes later. They're going to be in their own world. So it doesn't matter what everybody else is thinking because they don't give a shit at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, at the end of the day, if you want that girl, that's about you trying to get at her to make something happen. So then that'll be beneficial to you. So what you're doing right now is the fear of how you know, trying to like sort of, you just basically care about what people think. You understand? And the thing is, you caring about what people think a lot of times is the thing that makes people fail a lot in life. Not only just with approaching women, but just in general. When you care about what people think, it stops you from taking action and doing what you want to do because you're so worried about what people are going to think about what you're doing. Now, if you don't care about what people think, then you're going to just do. You understand? You just go out there and make it happen. So I would say, yo, just go, approach, talk, and don't worry about, you know, what anybody else is going to think. Don't even worry about what the girl's going to think. You see what I'm saying? So you just go up to her and you interact with her. You see what I mean? So taking too much time worrying about what people think is going to make you stay stagnant. You're going to be in the same spot because you're always going to be worried about, you know, what everybody else is thinking. You're going to think people, you know, talking shit about you, whatever. And even if they do, which most likely they won't, even if they do, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? You're never going to see these people again. You feel what I'm saying? You're not talking to these other people, so it don't really matter. So all that stuff, you know, is really just in your head. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's
and
all
it
that
is. Because it's like when you out in public, like a lot of times guys think you got to go holler at a girl at a club.
Right.
I don't think that's the best, for me at least, it's not the best time. I would still holler at a girl in the club to get my club game up. But I'm saying, like, getting out the car at BP, going into Starbucks, on the self-help session in Barnes & Noble. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's constant.
Right.
But I felt like what the stagnation came in was when I was caring about, like, it got so bad, I would look on the other aisle to make sure nobody was overhearing my conversation with the girl.
Wow.
Like, I was caring that much.
See, and that's going to affect how you talk to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to totally affect it because now you're not in the moment when you're talking to her. You're worried about and thinking about everything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You got to stay focused just on the approach, just on you talking to her, because then that's going to be, you know, she's going to be able to see who you really are in the moment while you're doing what you're doing. Because if you're so worried about everything else, you're going to be talking to her, but your mind is going to be on something else, and then that's not going to make the interaction go well. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Locario, and I'm going to keep checking out all your content. I put my friends on it, but keep doing what you're doing.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. All right. Peace. Later. Yeah. So what we got going on in the chat room? So Femdi, you said what's the best version of yourself? Can you elaborate on that? All right. So that's a good question. So basically, excuse me. So basically, the best version of yourself really means you taking every aspect of your life. Hold on, let me say this real good. Taking every aspect of your life and turning it up to a notch, or turn it up several notches to where it can be the best. So, for example, let's just start with appearance. Are you the best version of yourself appearance-wise? You see what I'm saying? Like, do you dress well? Are your clothes clean? Do they fit? You understand? Are they, you know, they don't have any stains? Do they smell good? Whatever. You understand what I'm saying? That's just off your clothes. Do they match? Do they look good on you? You know, stuff like that, right? As far as your communication skills, do you know how to communicate with people? Do you know how to go back and forth when you're talking to women? Do you know how to create sexual tension? Do you know how to close the deal? Are you comfortable with yourself while you are interacting with these women? You understand? Like, are you the type of guy who knows how to speak? You understand what I'm saying? So when you practice that, that'll be the best version of you, right? Do you work out? Do you take care of your health? Do you make sure that you eat right? All those different things is going to make you a better individual. You understand? It's going to make you more healthy. It's going to make you more energetic. You understand? All those things make it the best version of you. How are you making money? Are you trying to make money? Do you have a job? Are you running a business? Are you on top of your shit? All those things, because when you start doing all those things combined, what happens is that one part of your life, you know what I'm saying, if you get that shit handled and you keep doing your thing, then it starts to motivate you to get other shit handled. You see what I'm saying? And then if you got all these things going on, it's probably not going to be an equal thing. But the thing is, if you have all of them sort of like up there, that ups your confidence, that ups how you come at shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's everything combined. You understand? It's not just like, this is why we laughing at dudes and like, oh, you just got to be good looking. It's like, okay, if you good looking, but you don't fucking, got nothing going on for you, then what's going to happen? It's the same thing with chicks. If you notice, a lot of dudes will fuck the shit out of a lot of women, and then that's it. Why? Because these women haven't been the best versions of themselves. If they were the best versions of themselves, they'd be getting wiped up. You see what I'm saying? Let me take this call. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Who's this? What? Wait, hold on. You sound kind of low on your phone. When you said, say it again. Hello? Hello. I'm not hearing you. What's going on? Okay, I'll give you now. What you said? Okay, what's going on with you?
You give me advice on communication.
On what?
Like first date. Communication on the first date.
Communication on the first date. Okay, so
Yeah.
basically, just in general, when it comes to communication, it's a lot of it has to do with listening. You see what I'm saying? Hello, you there? Damn, you got like mad shit going on in the background, man. All right, so hold on. Look, I'm gonna hang up on you, but I'm gonna explain so you can hopefully hear on the playback, because that shit sound like you in a damn, I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyway, so communication, basically on a first date, is that, one, you gotta listen, meaning you have to listen to what she's saying, so that you have things to come back to talk about. So if she's talking about herself, then you can reply with something about what she just said, right? That's one. Also, two, when you're communicating, it's good to understand certain things you want and you like in general, so that you have questions to ask her. So if you like chicks who have a good relationship with their dad, you can ask her about that. So, how's your relationship with your pops and, your parents and all that? How was that growing up? You understand? So you can get information on her based off of that. You understand? Hold up, I had a 909 area code. You can call back. 909 area code. But yeah, when you communicate, it's just really a back and forth thing. You gotta know how to be comfortable having conversations. And the more that you do it, the more it becomes second nature, the more it flows better. You understand? Because it's very natural to have, these conversations. You feel what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, did your phone just cut off? Was that you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, so who's this? What's your name?
Oh, it's the same dude, Blaze.
Okay, what's going on with you, bro?
Yo, I'm just still trying to, learn, work on my game.
Okay.
Understand women better.
So what's going on with you this week?
Well, you know how I come up with my questions. I got them all written down.
Okay.
Because I really be studying this.
I feel you.
So my first question. Well, it won't be my first question because I've been listening. But my first observation, because a lot of the times my questions come off my observation of myself and others.
Right.
My first observation, because I know you're getting tired of dudes hitting you up with, it's all about looks matter, right?
Right.
And the thing is, what I learned was, men don't understand how women think and how attraction works for women. Because a lot of the times I heard what you said when men think that women are attracted like men think that women are, attraction works for women the way attraction works for men.
Right,
that make
right.
sense?
Exactly.
Yeah, so what I learned, let me just help them a little bit from my observation. What I learned was, and I want your take on this too, what I learned was, it's equivalent to this. When a guy sees a female, right, and she's sexy and she's bad, right, and he gets her to the room, and of course he's horny, he wants to get in,
Imagine if that woman turned out to be a transgender. Imagine if that woman turned out to be a dude.
Right.
And imagine that for him, the dude, he's completely turned off, right?
Right.
It's just as equivalent to a woman. Of course, he looks good. She's like, he looks good. You know, of course she's going to give him attention.
Right.
Of course she's going to want him to approach her. And if he does, imagine if he's just lame. You don't know how to talk to women.
Right.
You know, he's not on point. She gets completely turned off. So it's just as equivalent, but it's different. So this is why you always say men and women are the same when it comes to being a human being, but are completely two different people. They're not the same people.
Right. No, real talk. That's exactly what it is, man. Because I think that the hard part is guys. See, they're looking at the game real like this all across the board shit. You understand? Because a woman will like a guy or be attracted to him and think he's attractive or think he's cute. And she'll look at him. She'll be like, "Oh, this guy across the room looks good." You understand?
Yeah.
She might even be checking him out. You understand? And so I always tell guys, if a woman is attracted to you physically, you understand? Take advantage of that. Go up and be like, "Yo, what's good?" Blah 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 blah. You understand? And that can happen to any guy because your physical attractiveness is based off of her. How she sees you, how that individual woman sees you, so it's all subjective. So that could happen to any guy. A woman could like tall guys, woman could like short guys, fat guys, skinny guys. Who the fuck knows? You understand? So whatever they like is what they like. Now, if they're checking you out and all that, take advantage of it. But like you said, if you approach them and they are, you don't know how to say anything, you mad nervous, you don't really know what to say, you don't know how to communicate, she's gonna not be feeling you the same way. So all of that shit sort of comes, it comes down. It's just like even with me sometimes where, and this happens to a lot of guys, where you might see a bad chick and then you find out she got 3 kids. And it's like, some guys will still fuck with her, but it does, for a lot of guys, make them see her as not as attractive as they thought she was before they knew she had kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. That's the thing.
Here's my other observation, talking about being an alpha male and a beta male, and I want your take on this also.
Right.
Everyone, including, I'm talking about men, every man has been conditioned to be a nice guy. Every man has been conditioned to be a beta male. So that's what women come across every single day. And I notice this because I be on IG, and men are like, you can tell that a lot of guys are beta males. Like I remember one time, I was watching this girl, she's gorgeous, and the dude, in the comment section, the dude was like, "Oh, you're so perfect," and the woman is looking at him like, "I'm not even perfect at all," so every dude has been conditioned to be a beta male. Now imagine when the woman comes across an alpha male.
Right.
It's like, where have you been? So I guess that's what you mean by when women want the best, because I notice that's what women want. And again, back to your topic, you're talking about choosing women, choosing men. Women are waiting for that dude who is an alpha man, who got everything together. So that's why you're always saying, always work on this and that, and this becomes
exactly, because that's gonna make it easier for you. That's what guys understand. It's gonna make it easier for you to get chosen and to be the type of guy that these women are fucking running after. You gotta understand something. Like, when a woman meets a dude who's on point, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This chick starts acting thirsty. She starts getting all giddy and starts, being super cooperative, because it's like she's seen damn Bigfoot. Like, the nigga's a unicorn. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, how can I get this motherfucker? You understand what I'm saying? And so, if you are on point, that's what's going to be a lot of your experiences with women. You understand what I'm saying? And see, that's the part that guys don't understand, is that you're going to feel that energy. You're going to see, you're going to notice that these chicks are choosing. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that if you're not on point, if you're always slacking, if you ain't really, got shit popping, right? Then it's gonna be harder for you to attract these women because women are generally extremely insecure. You understand what I'm saying? So they're looking for that dude who's the shit, who's on top of shit, who's confident, who's basically the opposite of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it goes back to the other day, like, the other day I was on IG, so I was asking this girl, because I know, and don't get me wrong, I know what you say, but don't ask women questions. I know where you're coming from. But, I know the game, so I just want to see her reply. So, I asked her, I was like, what turns you off about a guy?
Right.
And, she was like, I don't like it when, she gave us an example on IG. She was like, I don't like it when you go out on a date and the dude is like, what do you want to do? And I was like, she gets it, but she doesn't get it. Like, I get why she's saying that.
Right.
And it all goes back to an alpha male knows what he's going to do. He knows his program.
Right.
And he's like, you're going to follow me.
Right.
And if you're not going to follow me, I'm going to do whatever I want to do either way. But I'm not going to follow you.
Right.
And
exactly.
So
exactly.
I mean, it be going in. But my observation would be, but my take on this would be like, what's your, like, I noticed this about myself, and I'm working on my insecurities so that I can enjoy life and just be myself. But I have a question, right? Because I noticed, I'm in your motivational channel, and I noticed that you said that there's no such thing as perfection.
Right.
So you trying to be perfect, you are already insecure, so you need to be grateful for where you are at right now.
Right.
So, as a person, does a person ever stop being insecure? Because we all got our insecurities, right? So does a person, because I'm always trying to, observe of myself, and one day I might work on my insecurity, but I realize, that's another thing I'm also insecure. So my question would be, does a person ever stop being insecure? And my other question would be, can you please tell us about you, like, when growing up, like, what were you insecure about when it came to women, and how did you overcome it, so that we can, as the viewers, relate to you more?
Right. So as far as the insecurity thing, were you saying, do people ever get over insecurity, or, the people that's not insecure and everything like that?
Yeah.
What you got to understand is that, first, let's talk about insecurity. Insecurity, right, is thinking or feeling that there's something wrong, there's something maybe missing, you feel like there's, like there's something wrong with you, and you have to feel bad about it, right? So what you got to understand is that insecurity comes from you basically living in your ego, living in the idea of who you think you are. So, for example, I'll give you an example. So, me being Mr. Locario, that's literally just a label. That's just what I do here. You understand? As far as spitting game, and all this other stuff, right? So, this is something that's being done right now. If somebody says, Mr. Locario, you suck, your videos suck and you're whack and all this other stuff, right? Now, if I basically take the whole idea of what Mr. Locario is as who I am for real, you understand? Then I'm going to feel insecure if somebody says that. You understand what I'm saying? So what I gotta understand is that Mr. Locario, or the brand of Mr. Locario, what Mr. Locario is, and the function that Mr. Locario does is to provide information, to provide advice, to provide game and all the other stuff, right? So it doesn't reflect bad on me as an individual of who I am inside and just in general, right? So because I'm not, like, Mr. Locario does not make who I am, because I could literally stop being Mr. Locario today and start fucking, I don't know, driving a bus tomorrow, and that's all I'm gonna do for the next 20 years. Who the fuck knows? You understand what I'm saying? So if I identify all the way with Mr. Locario, I'm going to be insecure if anybody says anything about something being wrong with Mr. Locario. You understand? Now that's one thing. So it's about the ego and you feeling like there's something wrong with you. Now, the second thing, and which is really important and which most people don't, talk about or realize, is that the reason why you're insecure a lot of times is because you don't understand that you are valuable and you are important to existence. So I'm about to get a little deep and a little new agey on you guys for a second, right? So basically what I'm saying is this, like, and I'll use my cell phone for example, because I used it before too. Like, if you see this cell phone, right? My cell phone's all dirty and shit, whatever, right? In this cell phone, there's a whole bunch of fucking parts in the cell phone, right? That make the cell phone work. So from the little things inside the screen, the little screws behind it or whatever, the battery, the buttons in the screen, all of that shit makes the cell phone work, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we can argue and say that every little piece of this cell phone is important for it to work, right? So let's say that you are this screen, right? Now, this screen is needed for me to see shit on the cell phone. So the screen is important, right? So why would the screen need to be insecure when the screen is there for a reason? There's a purpose for why it's there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's there for the whole thing to work. So let's take it to people. I'm here, you're there, everybody who's watching is there. You see what I'm saying? Everybody around that you walk around is there. So they are exactly like the little pieces in this phone that make the phone work. We are the little pieces of this universe that make the universe work. So each piece is important for this to work. Each piece is important for the universe to work. So therefore, you do not need to be insecure because you are needed for this whole shit to work. You see what I'm saying? So there's no reason for you to be insecure because how you are is how you're supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? The point of you being there is why you're there. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be who you are. You're supposed to look the way you look. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as far as, being, like, improving yourself, you understand what I'm saying? As far as, other things, like you might say, well, you know what? I'm a little bit overweight. I want to, lose weight. You can do that for ego reasons. You understand? And for health reasons to keep you healthy within this body or whatever. But if it doesn't make you any less or more of a person, if you're, have a six-pack or not. You feel what I'm saying? So a person might feel insecure because they don't got a six-pack, but you don't need the six-pack to be important. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that people got to understand. Now, as far as myself, because you was asking, like, what are things that I went through when I was younger, when I was insecure and stuff. So when I was younger, I used to feel insecure, about basically, like, I was scared to talk to girls, like, back in the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my ego couldn't take rejection, like, at all. You understand? I thought something wrong with me, these chicks, like, what the fuck, like, and I didn't understand certain things. You see what I'm saying? I didn't understand how women operate. Because, like, a lot of these guys who talk about it's all about looks and shit, I used to think that back in the day, which is why I'm telling you guys from personal experience and research that it's not just a look thing. Because the more that I studied the game, you see what I'm saying? The more that I understood certain truths. You understand? And certain things. So and so that also helped me to see certain things, and then that sort of like made me not be insecure like I was. You feel what I'm saying? Or like back in the days where there was times where I felt like nobody didn't like me. I was like, oh, I don't, nobody really likes me because, I look this way or I look that way. Like, and it was weird because people used to make fun of me because I was dark skinned. Yeah. But I never understood it because I was like, I always liked how I looked. So it was kind of like I was confused. You see what I'm saying? It was weird. I don't know what that was about. It was like I never felt bad. I just was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like somebody making fun of $1 million. Like, oh, you got $1 million? What? Like, what? How is that even a thing? Like, I thought that was good shit. So I was like extremely confused at that point. But it was like, but certain little things, mostly when I was younger or feeling insecure about, literally just had to do with my ignorance. So once I started reading shit, once I started seeing shit, once I started experiencing stuff, the stuff that I was insecure about didn't make sense anymore. You understand? So my knowledge of it makes me. It's almost impossible for me to feel that way because my knowledge base on it is so strong that it doesn't make sense. You understand? So it's like once you awaken and you see shit, you can't go back to the bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what it is.
Cause like the other day, this is how I know I'm on the right track. Cause the other day, I was given the same exact example that I was that you gave right now. I was actually mine was about our hand, and I was telling my siblings like, imagine if your pinky was like, well, I'm not the thumb, so I'm gonna be insecure. Like, like how stupid is that?
Exactly.
So as I continue to study, I realized like a lot of the times when I would look at what I used to be insecure, and I would be like, why was I insecure about this? Like right now, I'm getting to the point where I don't really care. So I understand what you're talking about. I understand completely. I'm on the right track. I understand completely.
Right. Nah, real talk, bro.
Huh? What
I said real talk. I see the fact. I like the fact that you are working on your shit and you seeing, what's popping with a lot of stuff that's going on out here. But yo, listen, I gotta take this other call real quick.
All right.
And I'm gonna holler at you later, bro. All right.
All right. Appreciate
all right. Cool. That's my dude right there. I want He Done Succeed to call up. Okay, He Done Succeed. What is your number? I think it's the 909 one. I think that might be it. So I want He Done Succeed to call up. If you still on here, call up. The number is 646. I think that might be him. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
What up, Locario?
What's going on, my dude? What's poppin' with you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've been, in the lab, and I've been just working on certain things, and I've been thinking, and I've been making observations too.
Right.
Now, let me just set the record straight. I think that a lot of the things you say is true. Game does work. Behaving a certain way around women and exuding certain qualities does get women feeling you. But see, what I realize is that looks is going to get you in the door with women. So if you don't have a certain look, if you're not her type, off the jump, you're written off, and she already is going to discard you like some fucking trash. And that's the reality.
So now, wait. Let's start. Wait. Hold on. Let's start with that. So you said if you don't look how like what she likes as far as looks, right? So let's
she's not gonna even fuck with you.
Right. So let's explore that. So how do you wait? Hold on.
If it's two guys who are her type, she's gonna choose the better looking dude. Period.
So how do you know? How do you know you're not her type? Hold on, wait. How do you know whether or not you're a girl's type?
Chances, bro. I've observed this. I've observed women.
No, the question is no. Hold on, wait. Stop. How? Wait. Let me. You're not listening. Answer me this. How do you know?
She gave him so many chances, and that's what I'm saying. Whereas if it's a guy that it's her type, but she's really feeling that much, he can't make no mistakes.
No, listen. My question is, how do you know if you are a girl's type physically?
Because I see the certain guys that she's hollering at, or the certain guys that she's dealing with and messing with. I'm talking about you. Me and you walking down the street, right? You see a bad chick across the street. And you like, yo, she bad, I want to go talk. How do you know that girl across the street, you're not her physical type? For sure, but you can get an idea.
No, but how? Go ahead.
You can get a rough idea. You can get a rough idea, actually.
How?
Just by her whole vibe, her whole appearance, the way she, her race, just certain things like that, the way she dresses, certain things like you can. So
the way a woman dresses tells you the type of guy she likes.
Sure.
Huh?
She might be a white chick that fucks with Mexican dudes, or a white chick that fucks with black dudes or whatever. You might not know, but you could get a rough idea.
No, but how? How would you know? Okay, we walking down the block, we see a white girl, How do you know she likes black guys or likes white guys or likes both or likes how do you know?
I mean, you don't know, but you don't know for sure. But you could just get a rough idea. Like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Okay, how do you get an idea? Wait,
you know she's fucking with Mexican dude.
Where do you get the rough idea from? How would you? Me and you walking down the street, we see a white girl walking towards us. How are you getting what makes you think?
Well, okay, I'll tell you, bro. Okay, if it's a white chick and she's got a certain look, like a certain hairstyle, just a certain way she carries herself, even the way she speaks, even. Whereas you could tell, okay, she likes mainly white guys, and then you can get the vibe if she's more hip hop, if she's more of that type of style, like a more bad chick kind of vibe. Okay, maybe she fuck with black dudes or Latinos.
All right, so let me ask you this: what type? Wait, hold on, wait. Let me ask you this.
Chicks, come on, dude.
Wait, say that again.
They're gonna have preppy white guys at the front of the list.
Let me ask you a question. What type of girls do you like? Like, what type of girls are you into?
Mexican girls.
Mexican girls, right? So you would never date. You only date Mexican girls. Like
no. I'll take it at this point, bro. I'll take anything. Man.
Okay, wait. So all right. So hold on. Wait. So you just said that you're into Mexican girls, but you would still take other women, right?
But that's me though.
Okay, so all right. So that's what I'm saying.
These women who got mad options.
So.
They got guys of every race hollering at them, giving them attention, making them feel good, but they're still gonna just pick that one.
Dude,
guy.
I'm trying to use your logic to you. I'm saying
all these guys that are their type, and they're gonna pick the guy who's at the top, the guy who's probably the tallest, the most good looking, the coolest, the guy who's got the most swag, who doesn't try the hardest. He makes it look effortless because you want to know why he makes it look effortless? Because it is effortless. Because he's got bitches coming at him, dealing with him, so it is effortless. Whereas if a guy, he has to fake that if a guy's not getting any ass, he has to fake, and he has to put up a front that, I'm the shit, it's effortless. But in reality, throughout his whole life, he knows that he hasn't been getting that positive reinforcement. The guy who's good looking, he's been getting that positive reinforcement all his life, so he has that natural vibe, that aura, down to his bone, down deep in his heart and soul. He knows that he's a shit when it comes to women. So it's just going to be attraction off the jump.
And so,
whereas if you're a guy who's not getting any ass, it's a wrap for you, and you're going to have to put in a lot of work. And why are you putting in a lot of work when you're a human being? She's a human being. It's something natural. Mating,
and so,
attraction, having sex, relationships, dating, that's natural. That should be something that happens natural.
Right, and so this is what I'm asking you though.
That's a sign that I'm fucked up.
That's a sign. No, this is what I'm asking you though. This is what I'm asking you. Because earlier when you were saying if we're walking down the street and we see a girl, right? You're saying that you can tell the type of guy she likes, right? Which is incorrect.
I can't tell for sure, bro. But
that's what I'm saying. You can't tell. So the only way. If
you make eye contact with her, you see, okay, she's smiling at me a little bit. Okay, that might be her type. But I've had chicks where they just completely given me that verbal expression that get the fuck away from you. And they're women are the passive sex, so they're very passive aggressive. When they reject you, and they'll not make eye contact with you, they're like, dude. And this
is the thing. This thing I want to tell you. If the fact that if we're walking down the street and we see some girls, and you don't know for sure that she's going to be, forget about her being attracted to you physically. You don't even know if she's gonna like you. You understand? The only way you're gonna know is if you go and approach. You feel what I'm saying? So now you can approach a girl who you would have thought that wouldn't be into you, right? And then you start talking to her, and then she might actually like you. Now,
that's true.
No, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're making the mistake of coming up with preconceived notions about some woman you've never met, about what she likes, what she's into, what she's attracted to. You understand? Now, the reason why we were saying early in the show to be the best version of yourself is because, let's say if she's attracted to your particular look, right? If you are the best version of yourself and you have that look, let's say, you have a girl who's into blonde white guys or whatever, right? And if you're a blonde white guy and you got yourself put together and you're going to approach her, you're probably the best physically attractive blonde looking white guy she has seen all week. You understand what I'm saying? Which will make her more receptive to you. Now, does it matter if, let's say if a Asian dude walks by her, but she's just not into Asian guys for some reason, we're just simplifying this, does it matter that he's really good looking if she's not into Asian guys?
That's not her type?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But he's good looking though.
Hold on.
He's a good looking Asian guy.
I'll give you an example, bro. This is, and I've seen this, and other guys could co-sign this, and you could probably co-sign this. It's really not the race or the type. From my observations, what attracts a woman to a man is when a man has certain physical features that are masculine and that are pronounced masculine features. Whether it be a big ass head, just certain big hands, just a motherfucker that just looks like a man that looks intimidating, or just masculine.
Right.
Women are attracted to that shit. I've seen it firsthand, bro. So,
right. So let's go with your. I want to go with your narrative. Let's go with your narrative.
And this goes back to the theory that a lot of guys have made. A lot of smart guys have theorized this, and it's called face, frame, and height.
Are you talking about? Hold on, wait. So you talking about those goofy videos? Hold on, wait. He didn't succeed. Relax.
If Locario has all these things going for him, and I'm not being a hater, that's good on you, dog. But if you have all these things going for you, how much is game really a factor for you?
Okay, this is what I want to get to. This is what I want to get to. So let's say, let's go with your narrative. You're the guy with the facial features and all this other stuff, and let's say we're walking down the street, it's me, you, and the super good looking guy with the facial features, right? And he goes up to the girl, right? Now what? What happens now?
He doesn't have to put in effort.
No. I want literally. What happens now?
You have to put in.
What? Okay. What happens? What does the girl do?
The worse you are looking, that means you have to put more effort. And
what is the girl doing in this situation?
If a guy is busted looking, he's got to put more effort. He's got to work on his appearance. He's got to lose weight. He's got to build muscle.
This is the problem. This is the problem right here.
I've seen this. A guy can have crazy ass hair, grown out all nasty, dirty fingernails. You know what I'm saying? Looking tall from the floor, looking like he just walked out. It looked like he's an extra in a Skid Row movie, and he's still gonna have bitches on dick because he looks good. And it's no different from when you're looking at a chick and she's bad. She's bad as fuck. She could be wearing sweats. She could be wearing just a t-shirt, and you know she's bad because you just looking at her body. The clothes is covering it. Same with women when they're looking at men. They're feeling you on how you look, and I've seen this. I'm not crazy, but I've seen this. So a woman will take a guy who is dusty, but he's good looking and probably hygiene and just he's not groomed, his haircut. She'll choose that guy over a guy who is average looking or unattractive, but he's on point.
Okay.
With his
So let's.
In her mind, she's thinking, all right, I'm gonna get with this motherfucker, and I'm gonna buy him a shirt. I'm gonna get him haircuts because I've seen women do that. They'll do certain shit like that.
All right. So
tell them, hey, go get your eyebrows cut.
Okay. So answer me this. Answer me this.
About that shit.
He didn't succeed. Answer me this, right? Let's say again, we're walking down the street and a girl sees you. Right? She sees you and she says to herself in her mind that you are physically her ideal type, right? She thinks that you're the best looking guy she's ever fucking seen in her life, right? Now, this is what she's saying, right? Now, she says you're the best looking guy in that she's ever seen in her life. This is what she's thinking, all this other stuff, right? Now, what happens when she sees a guy who is also quote unquote good looking, right? But he's totally not her type, meaning he's a different race than you, he's a different height than you, but he still looks good. There's a good number of girls that says he's good looking, right? What difference does it make then about looks when in this scenario the looks are subjective, meaning that the girl thinks that you look good because she likes the way you look. She doesn't think the other guy looks good because she doesn't like the way he looks. Now, there's another girl who likes the way the other guy looks, and then that same new girl doesn't like the way you look. So you got two girls who thinks that two guys look totally different, and one girl thinks this guy looks good, which is you. The other girl thinks the other guy looks good. So how do you explain that? You understand what I'm saying? So,
right.
What I'm saying is, hold on, wait, real quick. What I'm saying is that.
Okay, look.
Go ahead.
That's her biases and attraction, and I feel you on that. You're right. That could happen, but see, you got to realize the percentage of that is not big enough.
No. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. No. Listen. See, you're not even getting what I'm trying to explain to you. You're not even getting what I'm trying to explain to you. What I'm explaining to you is that what you're saying is right. You understand what I'm saying? What you're saying is right, but what you don't understand is that what you're also saying is wrong. Meaning, what you're saying is right because looks are subjective. But what you're saying is wrong because looks are subjective. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Stop you right there. Hold on. You're saying, now look, you're right. To a degree, looks are subjective. But not scientists, but just people who have really theorized about this and come up with hypotheses and theories, they've done tests, bro. You got to go on my channel. I got a video talking about Mr. Locario's tripping, looks do matter. Check out my video and go on the link in the description, and you'll see the video that I'm talking about. And it explains everything, and the proof is in the pudding. The evidence is cold, and a lot of guys who are learning game, they don't want to hear this because it's demoralizing and but this is the reality. And once you see the reality, you could work from there because now you're arming yourself with the right information to. But see, this is the thing, and this is the thing that you're not getting though. Not to waste your time.
This is the thing that you're not getting though.
Hold on.
There is no. This is what you gotta understand.
To a small degree, they are, but to a big degree, they've already found a lot of things that are objectively what women find good looking, and it's a lot of things.
This is what you gotta. This is what you gotta understand.
The shape of your eyes, the distance of how far your eyes are.
This is what you gotta understand, though. This is what you gotta understand. You're not. See, this is what
I'm gonna say. You can say it's subjective, but what is objective is when a guy steps in the vicinity of women, and this is totally objective, you can't deny this. If he's wetting pussies just on the strength of how he looks, his masculine presence, his features, his aura, you can't say that's subjective. That's just an automatic human biological.
No, and this again, this is what you're missing out on, right? Now, if a scientist, because I've seen like these documentaries where they say, okay, if you have the symmetrical face, then people are going to think you're attractive and yada yada yada. I'm not even denying that. I'm not even saying that they're wrong. What I'm saying is that you're still forgetting that you are dealing with women. You understand? So what that means is that just because a woman finds you attractive physically, right? And I've done the video about this before. But just because a woman finds you attractive doesn't mean that she is attracted to you. Do you understand that? Just because a woman finds you attractive does not mean she's attracted. So a woman can physically think, oh, this guy looks good. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't mean she's going to suck his dick. That doesn't mean she's going to fuck him. That doesn't mean she's going to go on a date with him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's going to be easier. My point is this: it's going to be easier for him.
No. And this is what
the attraction is what motivates the situation.
No. This is what I'm saying.
When you find a girl and you're really attracted to her, you find her hot. That's your motivation to fuck with her.
No, this is what I'm saying, though.
Women, it's no different with women. A man's attractiveness, that's her motivation to.
Right, but what is? And this is the part. This is the part that you're
not attractive. The motivation is not.
This is the part that you're not getting, though. This is the part that you're not getting. You do not understand.
Guys in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they never got no ass.
Because they're thinking like you. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. Look, if you do not understand, right, that when you're dealing with women, what makes women attracted to men, right, is overall the vibe, and it's everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's I'm gonna say it in a way that you can sort of understand it as a man, right? If I told you, right, that there's a girl behind this door or whatever, and she wants to get with you, the first thing you might say is, yo, how does she look, right? So then now I'm giving you information. I'll say, yo, she got some big titties, She got a nice ass. She got some soft skin. So as I'm describing her to you, as I'm giving you information, you start to get excited like, yo, that's what's up, right? So when women are interacting with men, a woman, she sees a guy, he can be physically attractive. She can think he's cute, right? Now, once he starts talking to her and interacting with her, she's starting to get information. So that information that she's getting through interacting with him makes her like him or dislike him. It's the same way where if I say, yo, this is girl behind the fucking door, you say, how she look? I'll be like, oh, she's fat, she stinks. Then you're going to be like, oh, hell no. So the same thing happens for women. She's like, oh, he looks good, cool. Now, him looking good is that door. Now, everything else that goes on as far as his interaction in the game is what's behind the door. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what makes her like him. That's what makes her attracted to him.
That's true. Maybe for dating, yes. But a woman will have sex with a guy who she'll facilitate the situation with a good-looking guy who has no game. She'll walk him. She'll put the training wheels if he's good looking. And I've seen this, bro. Listen, man. I've seen a guy. This guy has no fucking game. He was bending over backwards for. He was giving this girl too much attention. She was hot. I'll give her that. But he was good looking. And you could tell by the way she was looking at him that she was feeling him. But I kind of peeped what he was saying to her. He was saying the same shit I say when I have no game. But she was still fucking with him on the strength of his looks. That was what was motivating that whole interaction between them. So what ended up.
And how do you wait? So how do you know? See, this is the thing that I noticed with you. You say shit as if you know the facts. You had no idea. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, bro. Listen.
That's what I'm saying,
dog. Look, a toddler can see it, man.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
Man and a woman.
You don't. Were you there? Okay. Were you? Hold on. Were you there?
Hide it when she's feeling the man. She can't hide that shit. You can see it.
And this is the part that.
The guy was goofy, bro.
No, but it's
the guy was whack.
And this is the part that y'all don't get too.
Falling around like a little puppy, but she liked it because the dude. You say women go based on feelings, how they feel. I agree. Women do go based on how they feel.
Right.
And his looks were making her feel a certain type of way. His looks were making her feel feelings of attractiveness, so that's why she was fucking with him. And that's the reality, bro. This is the reality. I've seen this with my own two eyes. I've seen this in multiple situations, bro. Multiple instances.
And again, my question to you is
all around me.
My question to you is
these guys ain't shit.
My question to you is how do you know?
See, the woman is in charge.
How do you know for sure? How do you know for sure?
He's good looking, so that's why she's even fucking with him.
How do you know for sure?
So you rather have a good looking simp than a guy who's unattractive and has
How do you know? That's what I'm saying. See, and I did a video about this the other day where I said, that what people do is they look for certain things to rationalize their narrative, right? And that can go all across the board. And so this can even be said for myself. But this is what I say. I say both things. I never said that if a guy is good looking that, chicks aren't going to check him out. I didn't say if a guy is good looking that he's going to get a lot of attention. Guys who girls think are good looking, they'll get attention. Guys who girls think are attractive, they're going to get attention. Girls are going to check them out. What I'm saying though is that I'm looking at it from all sides. You're looking at it from one side. And what I'm saying with all sides,
bro, but I'm just pointing out.
What I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying from all sides is.
Try to get ass. This is the whole reason we're even talking right now. Because the objective is you want to take a guy who is not getting any ass and yet pussy, and you want to put him into a position to where he can get it.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, bro, for certain guys, not all your guys, not all the callers, the previous callers, some other guys who are, who follow you, they were already getting ass in the beginning, but they're just perfecting their game. But for guys like me who are in a situation where women aren't fucking with me at all, no matter what I do, bro, and I've tried everything.
But this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. You're not gonna get shit going.
Guys don't get ass, bro. This is the reality.
You said guys. Wait, no. You said
in their 40s, 50s.
You said guys don't get ass.
And they said, "Oh, I never had no ass."
You say there's guys in there.
Don't like them, bro. They're not attractive.
You say there's guys in their 40s and 50s not getting ass, right? Now the reason why they're not getting ass is because they have the same mindset as you. This is what we were trying to say.
How do you know that?
This is what we were trying to say.
Motherfuckers, they can have confidence in themselves. They can believe
because
in themselves.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The reason why I know that is because.
You don't know that, bro.
No. I'm trying to explain it to you. I'm trying to explain it.
The reason fucking with them at all.
The reason why I know this is because it is not. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna have to put you on mute. I'm gonna put you on mute for a second. I'm gonna put you on mute.
He has no game, no sex appeal.
How come I can't put this shit on mute?
His sex appeal as a man ain't shit. The women, he's gonna be at the bottom of the list, and that's why he goes into. That's why
Heed and succeed. Listen,
women aren't fucking with us.
Listen, if you were as aggressive and passionate as you are in this call, you see how you're talking over me? You understand? And I'm giving you the space to talk and all that other stuff. If you had this type of energy and passion when you were talking to women, you'd be getting non-stop pussy. You understand? But the thing is, your energy is focused so much on why you can't get it. Because you think, oh, well, I don't look as good or as good as this guy, or I'm not that good looking dude, so women aren't going to want me. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that, yo, you got to understand at the end of the day that you can't be, thinking that it's just about this. So my question is, how do you explain all these other guys who are not so good looking having women? How does that go down? How does it happen?
Well, it could be that the women, it could be a lot of reasons. It could be, you got to realize, looks is just a factor, but it's not the only thing. It can be also money or status.
Okay, wait, let's stop. Wait, stop right there, because they always stop. Because they always go to the money and status thing. First of all, let's start with money. Most motherfuckers don't got money like that. You understand what I'm saying? Most dudes don't got money like that. So what is it with all this money? You think all these dudes out here? Because if we're gonna go generally based off of looks, right? And let's say we're talking about guys who are really good looking. There's a whole bunch of dudes. There's a whole bunch of dudes who are not that good looking who got women. How?
Situation for a bitch, she'll fuck with him, even if he's ugly and shit.
But they don't got money like that. How are these goofy ass nerdy gamer niggas getting pussy? How?
I mean, they probably got money, bro. These little gamer niggas don't got money. They're good looking.
Okay, all right, fine. How are these women getting pregnant? How are these women getting pregnant? Hold on. How are these women getting pregnant by bums? How? How are these women getting pregnant by niggas that ain't got 2 cents to their name? How? I mean, you understand?
Once again, it goes to whatever they're attracted to, bro. Attraction is not cut and dry.
Okay, dude, we've been trying to tell you this. Attraction is not cut and dry. So it's not just about your looks. It's not just about your money. And forget status. What status these motherfuckers got?
It's the biggest. Looks is the forefront. That's like
my Jesus.
Looks is like the Michael Jordan on the team, and then everything else is just a backup. Looks is the most important.
Oh my goodness!
And this is just this is reality.
Wait, okay, so how all these?
Tell me, look in the mirror and say to yourself, "I'm not getting women based on my looks."
Dude, okay, fine. Why, if you think I'm getting women based off my looks, how am I getting rejected? How come I get rejected? How come I get rejected?
And I respect that. That's your hustle.
Dude,
but we gotta be real, bro.
Heed and succeed. How do I get women though?
And say, come on, they're like, yeah, we're fucking with you because of the way you look.
Dude,
that's gonna be
how? Okay, so
I won't tell you that because that's not the way you want to hear, but that's the reality, bro.
Dude, how am I getting rejected?
Attracted to a man, she's not gonna want to have sex with him. She's not gonna want to open her legs for him. She's not gonna want to kiss him. Come on now. You gotta be an attractive dude to even get women to even fuck with you in the first place.
This is hilarious.
Game is a factor before the looks.
This is
hilarious.
So
game to even be a factor. Game is just something that good-looking guys use to get up on each other.
You still haven't answered the question of how these broke dudes is because look, everything you're saying is debunked in reality, dude.
to trick a woman into thinking that the guy has the power, when in reality the guy doesn't have any power because he has to use game in the first place to even get
Dude,
women.
Everybody has to use game. You think women don't need game? Do you think women don't need game? Why do you think there's so many single women out here? Because they ain't got no fucking game.
How do women need game?
Because if you're a woman and you want to have a boyfriend, you need game. You need to be able to tell that nigga who wants to just fuck you that you want him to stay with you. You need game to get that dude who's your boyfriend to marry you. That's why women need game. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need game to get players who don't want to settle down.
No, they need game to get men, period, to settle down.
They can marry that would jump at that opportunity to have access to pussy, to constant pussy.
No. This is what you understand. A woman gets props. A woman gets props when she gets a guy to commit. A woman gets props when she gets a guy to commit. A man gets props when he gets a woman to fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they both need game for different reasons. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that you got to understand that your thought process of, and see this is the thing that's gonna hurt you in the long run, is that you have to be open-minded enough to be able to actually explore and try the game out for yourself. Because if you don't, but this is what I'm saying. The fact is that since you have that mindset of the fact that I don't look this good, so girls are not gonna want me. That belief within yourself is so strong, dude. It's so strong. So since it's that strong, you can't. You're paralyzed. You're not gonna be able to do anything. You see what I'm saying? Because you keep thinking that. What I would like you to do is I want you to find your. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Hold on, wait. This is what you need to do, right? You need to find a find a dude who you think isn't that good looking, who has a chick or who has women. Find a few of them and talk to them and say, yo, what's going on with you? How'd you get this girl? You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that you gotta try to do so you can get some more reality under your belt, man.
Game matters. I'm not gonna lie, but for guys, the effort is so crazy, and the shit you have to do is so crazy that and you're not gonna see shit really.
It's not that crazy, bro.
And I've seen this. A lot of guys put in the work and they improve themselves, but nothing ever happened. And they're sitting back thinking, I gave it years. I've improved, and I'm barely fucking with girls who are.
But you haven't, you haven't improved, dog. You haven't improved because your mindset hasn't improved.
It's predetermined, man. Attraction is predetermined. This is just evolution. This is natural selection.
Man, dude.
All right.
Dude, we gonna have to do this again soon, man. I need you to call in again next week, man, because we almost ran out of time. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you called too. You know what I'm saying? And
I like chopping it up with you because, like I said before, let me just set the record straight. I agree with most of your stuff. Most of your stuff is great, but when it comes to the looks not mattering or whatever, or you're really stressing that game is so important, I have to disagree, bro, because I'm coming from the heart. This is what I see. I see so many guys that women.
But see, again, you're saying what you see from other guys. You're talking about what you're assuming is happening.
It's going to put a guy who's good looking as priority, and she's going to give him the most chances, and she's going to chuck the guy who's whack. As soon as he does one wrong thing, bro, it's a wrap on his ass. And she's looking for reasons to kick his ass to the curb. That's reality, bro. We got to be real with ourselves.
Oh man, but listen, I appreciate you calling. we're gonna try to do this again next time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at you though. All right.
All right, dog. Take care.
All right, peace. Oh man, I'm telling you guys. I've been trying to tell you guys. They're not trying to hear what's going on. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Oh man, I'm so happy to come through, man. This is Tyrone from Minnesota.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I know you don't got that much time left because you're usually going around, 4:30 something like that?
Yeah, we got like 10, 15 minutes left. What's going on?
Okay, cool. I'm going to make it real quick. Man, that dude was talking too fucking long, man. It was me calling in.
Nah, that's the thing. I wanted to keep him on for a while so y'all can hear what that shit sounds like. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, there's dudes out there that really think this is how it is, but you know.
Yeah, man, he just like don't get it.
Right.
But man, I had some crazy shit that happened to me last week, man, and I need to know like if this ever happened to you.
Mm.
You ever heard the slang term dirty macking?
Yeah.
Man, you won't believe this shit, man, on the real. So me and my bro usually go out once every few blue moons. Most of the time I'm solo.
Mm.
So he learned the game earlier than me, but he did through all that reporting type shit and simp type shit. So I was still like a late bloomer.
Mm.
So we busy at the club, right? And you know, I got my cards on me, you know, hollering at females.
Mm.
And he busy telling me, oh yeah, you need to build rapport. Now this is my brother.
Mm.
So he's like, yeah, man, you need to build rapport, man. You can't do this. I'm like, dude, there's levels to this shit. You can't really build rapport and all that shit. You gotta make the shit quick and all this and all that. You gotta make it quick and tell them what you're about and be honest and upfront.
Mm.
So while he was talking to me, trying to tell me how it works, I was hollering at a female next to us, and I gave him my card. I made it real quick, and I gave him my card because she was on some little bullshit, but I still gave him my card.
Right.
So I pulled my brother to the side, away from old girl, and you know I was just telling him like, dude, there's levels to this shit. You can't, you don't have to build rapport to get a female.
Mm.
So his perspective was very different than mine.
Right.
So I'm busy walking around and shit, and all of a sudden this nigga, my brother, you don't want to talk about some, hey Joe, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at old girl.
Mm.
The same chick who I hollered at. And I was just like, all right. So before he told me that he was going to holler at old girl, he was telling the bartender to give me some water because he just thought that I didn't know I was talking about.
Mm.
And I'm thinking like, this dude was supposed to be a wingman. You know, I remember you said before in one of your videos that wingman was supposed to talk about other they friends or crew.
Right.
Talk down on them and shit.
Mm.
So my brother was just, you know, saying, hey, give this man a glass of water and all this. I'm like, really?
Right.
But then he ended up hollering at old girl. So I was just like, all right. And I was like, wait a minute, this nigga done is dirty macking.
Right,
so
right.
So he busy just probably talking about me, talking down on me and all that bullshit. And I called him the next day and I was like, dude, you're not a good wingman, bro. You're not a good wingman.
Mm.
He said, man, I was just trying to show you how it works. I'm like, dude, all you did was prove to me that you're not a good wingman.
Right.
And that was just basically it. But it's crazy that your own peoples would do some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's you know, that's some shit where it's like, if he see you hollering at the chick, you know what I'm saying? Mike Times in the chat room, he's saying that's not dirty macking. He said hoes are for sharing, and he said that's not wifey. But see, that's the thing. It's not about it not being wifey or not about it, being the chick that you with or whatever. The fact is that if you with your friend and like you talking to the chick already, right? And then if he interrupts and tries to like, you know what I'm saying, like get in between the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And
he did some shit like that too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be one thing if you hollered at her and she wasn't feeling you, and you went back to him like, yeah, she ain't really feeling it, and then he go and try to do something. That's one thing. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But if he's sort of like interrupting the flow, that's cock blocking basically. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's all it is. And that's what he did. Like, basically, after I gave the girl my number and was moving around and shit, you know, he decided to say, hey, I'm going to go holler at that girl. After I got done giving her my number, and he decided to holler, I'm like, but it was a dude, I forgot what his name is. He gave the full definition of dirty macking, and that's basically what.
And wait, did she know that y'all would have get like you and him was boys? Like, did she see y'all chilling together and all that?
She didn't know that was my brother, but she knew that we was together.
See, he can't be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't.
Right, dirty macking is a simp move anyway.
Right.
You know, and you know,
like unless it was some straight like, yo, me, you, and my boy gonna get together and we gonna run this train or whatever. Then that's one thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I mean?
Exactly. So he just called himself trying to prove to me that his game was stronger. When I was like, dude, And I was just looking, glancing at him talking to a female for like several minutes. I'm like, dude,
right?
That's just simp shit. So it didn't matter at that point,
And the thing is, he could have if he's trying to show you his game, he could holler at another chick, be like, yo, let me go holler at this girl, show you what it is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm like, this dude just straight cock blocked hard. Like, come on, dog. Like, that's crazy. And on top of that, what he did wrong too, real quick, is that what he did wrong is that you shouldn't be showing any chick that much attention. You see what I'm saying? Because you was hollering. Now he gonna go holler. Now her head is probably blown up and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Which is gonna impact the interaction that y'all had and what could happen later. Because now you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of lame. You feel me?
Exactly. It made me see the whole game way more differently when I was listening to you. I was like, damn, this nigga's building rapport, he's just going on the same bullshit. Girl's head getting blown up. And I'm just like, it's a wrap.
Right.
He done ruined it.
Right.
He done ruined it. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to just go in, move around. But yeah, man, have that ever happened to you where a boy of yours or your brother or somebody did that type of shit? Because that's a form of simping anyway.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, a lot of the dudes that I chill with, they understand the game. So they, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know what to do in certain situations. So there's times where I'll be talking to chicks and they see that I'll be like, kissing up on a chick or whatever. And what I would do is they'll see that it's just a little sexual thing. So I remember I had one time when my boys, we was at this spot. I started making out with this girl, whatever. I had her all close up on me. So my boy was standing there and he was like talking to this other girl, but then he turned around and talked to me and the girl that I was kissing. And then so the girl that I was kissing, you understand? She was sort of like, I could tell she was on that super flirty shit. So then my boy just grabbed her ass while I was holding her. You feel what I'm saying? And then so as she grabbed her ass, like she grabbed his dick and then started kissing him. You feel what I'm saying? And so we would do that shit sometimes back and forth where he'll be talking to a girl, I'll be just chilling, and then I go up and I say, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. We all three of us is talking, and then he was already fucking with her, and then he gives me the signal like, yo, you can fuck with her too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing. Like, we just having fun. But if we just, if I'm just talking to her some regular shit, getting her information, you feel what I'm saying? And it's not going to be like beneficial for him to come right after and then try to get her number, especially when she see that me and him is cool together. It's just like, it just seems weird. You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's like,
yeah, man. I was damn near waiting, just waiting to tell you that shit, man. Cause I was like, damn, I definitely gotta tell Locario.
Right.
Shit, man.
But what you should do is like, yo, just let her know. But like, yo, look, man, when we out, like, or just give him my video, send him the fucking video so he know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, yo, I came across this video. Check this out. This is the type of shit when you doing your wingman. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But yo, listen, I gotta head up out of here because I gotta get ready for Steve the Dean show. So I'm gonna holler at you later. All right.
All right, man. You have a good weekend.
All right, peace, bro.
Yep. Peace. Thanks.
Yeah, man. So listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for listening and hanging out with me. We had a lot of people up in the spot. Who we had here? We had Brainwaves, Surge, Zazo, Real Product, Mike Times, True Blad, Savage the Savage, Keenan Barr, Jesse, who else? Omden 2009. Who else we had up in here? Peace Lord 06, J-Man 34, Albi Alziz. Got a whole bunch of motherfuckers in here, but I appreciate all of you guys, hanging out with me. Remember, make sure you go to MrLocario.com. Get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the hard copy or the ebook. Also, make sure you guys stay tuned for the Mr. Locario 30-minute game sessions where you can sign up to have a one-on-one session with me for half an hour, and we will record it, and you can keep the recording for yourself. So any questions that you need to get asked, to get answered, actually, we'll make that happen, all right? So that's pretty much it. I'm out of here, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.